Like, you feel like it matters and white knuckle and stress and all the intensity to get around, but what if you just fucking two-fingered it? Whoa. Secret sauce.
Whoa. They call me a listener, they say that I should start to explore everything. Oh, I may be a listener and maybe I should. There's joy in the message I bring. ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain. I am free and at ease. I record what I please. ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain.
Welcome to Shane's Secret Sauce.
First of all, it's a ShaneTrain.
Oh, yeah.
Then it's the secret sauce.
Man, you're so good at this.
Sorry.
I'm so glad you're here. No, you're good. Like,
What would it be without me?
it'd be the Secret Sauce podcast. So I got to give some explanation of what's going on. This was going to be a solo episode, but I feel like Mason should be part of it because there's going to be weird holes and there's going to be uninteresting things that you can push me through. Whereas if it's just me sitting there, I'd be like, so this tick sheet is just, let's go over it again. So I feel like you can help the audience not be bored.
Add a cool factor. I get it.
Yeah, I want you to poke holes, and when you need clarity, ask for clarity.
Oh, boy.
But I'm going to give some of the best tips and tricks I've learned in 30, almost 5 years of greatness.
All right, man.
It doesn't feel like greatness.
Is humble a chapter in that?
It does not feel like greatness, and it has not been smooth. So I don't know why that word was the choice. This episode is unofficially brought to you by Fireball.
Whoa.
Ignite the night. Cinnamon whiskey.
You said that with so much confidence.
I was trying to sound like an ad.
Ignite the night. Ignite the night.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
also brought to you by ScanWiz. If you need your documents scanned fast, go to scanwiz.com
Is that real?
slash ShaneTrain
That was too
for
natural.
25% off ScanWiz.
Do you own that URL?
No,
That domain?
I'm going to get it. ScanWiz, 25% off?
Dude.
You can actually scan whatever, you can scan your favorite liquor bottles,
Whoa.
send it in, they send you free booze. Scanwiz.com.
I think there are some holes in that, but you know what? It's a good start.
That's all. So they put their value in scans of bottles.
Mm-hmm.
So when they get it, that's worth a lot of money to them.
Okay.
So it's worth sending free bottles of liquor.
That makes sense.
Scanwiz.com/ShaneTrain. I wonder how much that's visited. That'd be so funny.
You should just start a subscription service for all your
Yeah. Go to.
your domains.
We should try weird stuff.
We should.
Yeah. We should. And fake sponsorships. I'm really digging. I mean,
Okay.
they don't pay,
They don't at all.
but I'm digging it.
They actually cost. It's fine though.
Yeah, it's costing us time.
Before we start,
Oh yeah.
ShaneTrain.com/shop. Buy your Gambay shirts. Buy your ShaneTrain shirts.
5 Shot Friday shirts.
5 Shot Friday shirts.
We're gonna
everything.
we're gonna Gambay right now.
Yes, sir.
Nice shout out.
That was like
Easy peasy.
just, yeah,
Easy. It's like liquid Big Red.
yeah.
Thank you, Fireball, for the palette that's
This
on
is
its
sugar.
way. That you just knew about. All right. You ready for some of the secret sauce?
Yeah.
It's all over the place, and some of it's going to be stupid, but that's okay. First things first. You're going to love this because you hate this. But I have a thing called a grind sheet or a tick sheet. And here's the theory, and I'll let Mason just slaughter it. So I believe that the human brain can't remember everything it needs to do in a day, a week, and a month. So one of the ways I've stayed organized and helped others stay organized is just I made this crazy, like, nutty Excel sheet with all these check boxes and descriptions. And then you saw the patterning.
Yeah.
Patterning. And if you go to, we'll post a link, shanestock.com/grindsheet.
No, we won't.
We will.
You're going to have to pay us for that advertising.
How much is that? I'll just put money back in my pocket.
Yeah.
What do you think, Mason, honestly? I know you hate him, but I know you secretly respect him.
So, okay, so I have a very love-hate, right? Like, I love the idea, and I love the tick sheet.
Whoa.
I don't love you and the tick sheet.
Oh, it's a combo thing.
Well, I love the tick sheet, and I love the idea, but what really makes me blood red mad is thinking about you in your office making it, crafting the tick sheet. That's the part that bothers me. Other than that, I'm fine. If I would have just downloaded a tick sheet template from like the internet,
ScanWiz.
would have been
They have those.
would have been fine. But it's just you, like, starching socks in your office to fucking your tick sheet. And, like, just, like, all this, like, pretty boxes and the
they're
geometry
beautiful.
and, like, you know what I mean?
Oh, I love
Sacred
it.
geometry boxes.
You've seen the way my household runs.
Yeah, very efficient.
Like a well-oiled machine.
Very efficient. You don't
Man.
even have to exist and it
Man,
runs.
Fucking green beans are stocked. Protein shake shit's ironed. Dog's nails are clipped. Popcorn's
It's perfect.
grind sheet.
So I respect it, but I hate.
So
I think what I'm just getting back, I hate you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
I get it though.
That's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
But will you admit that there are different personalities out there? And
Fuck
it
yeah.
might not work for everyone.
Fuck yeah. So, some people it just is actually like, I don't know how to classify, but some people love the robotic systems. They just love it. Tick, 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 punch, 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 tick,
Yeah.
tick, tick. They just feed on it. And some people are like, no, like I got it. And this is more by feel.
Yeah.
And I do it by feel. So I totally get it. It fits a certain type.
I can see, like, for me, I can see certain, like, blocks of my day working. But overall, like, for me, I get in the first of the morning and then I craft my day.
Yeah.
So for me, like, whatever came in that night it dictates how my next day goes. So a tick sheet can be kind of hard all around, but for certain things, like, routine is good.
Yeah.
And that pushes routine.
That shit that you just can't remember. But
Yeah.
It's always do. So it popped up when, like, I know, like, sometimes I feel like I'm just, like, fighting fires. Like, we're out of this. This needs up. We need to do this. We forgot this. We need to post this social media.
Need more green beans.
Need more 12 cans, please. I'm just investing in inventory of green
Seriously.
beans. Mason saw that. I asked for green beans on my tick sheet.
So bad.
But
No, you didn't. You left a Post-it note.
Oh, post it. That's how we communicate.
You're doing
then.
such a good job. Oh, and also buy 12 cans of green beans. Thank you.
Oh, and it's stocked and beautiful.
So great.
So anyway, the tick sheet. Go get yourself one.
But, okay, so that came out of...
Here's a picture of one.
Yeah.
Look at that Excel orgasm. Actually, my real one, my new one's better.
Oh, of course it is. It's not version 1.0. It
No,
can't be.
that's V1.
Yeah. But, okay, so this just came about from you always feel like you're putting out fires in your brain, so you just came up with this idea?
Yeah, and also I feel like when you're let's just take marketing or social media or something silly. It's like there's too much.
Everyone who's a
shit.
marketer is like, it's not fucking silly.
No, it's not silly, but like the stuff you have to remember is
Yeah.
post on this, post on Facebook, write weekly blog, reach out to 10 guests. I use I probably have like 5 tick sheets in my life.
Okay.
Yeah, so they
Cool.
work kind of. Secret sauce. You're gonna probably turn off this episode after the tick sheet. It's gonna get better.
You shouldn't, though, because I feel like you've done a pretty good job up until this point in your life.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything about the future,
Yeah.
but so far, not bad.
Okay. Let's see what happens.
C's get degrees.
They do, and D's. Do D's?
I don't know.
They got me graduated.
They graduated.
Are you ready for this motherfucker?
Yeah.
Here's a theory that I kind of don't believe in because I've felt it for myself. So you know how most people are like, oh, I'm tired and I don't want to work out and I don't want to go do this and I need my rest. That's common.
Yeah.
Shit like that. So I stumbled on a book called Miracle Morning, and it's all about no matter what, even if you haven't slept well or you need sleep, trade in sleep for waking up early and starting your day off right, which usually means like exercise, like brisk, like sweating, gnarly cardio. So I totally was sold on the Miracle Morning, and I've fallen out of the Miracle Morning just to give everyone heads up. But anyway, what was interesting for me is even though I was tired and wasted and needed my sleep, waking up and using energy brought me more energy through the day, even though I was tired. So the theory, one of my secret sauces on your face holes,
Oh, my God.
that sounded awful, is it takes energy to make energy in your ear hole.
We're going to make a T-shirt. It's going to be Shane's Secret Sauce.
Yeah,
There'd
splattering on an
be
ear.
a great graphic.
So I reached out to the artist for art on that today, and I said, will you make white sauce?
Oh, my
And I
God.
was like, yeah, we're using a little sexual innuendo.
We're so lucky that he knows us well
Yeah,
by
I
now.
guess. He's like, okay, what do you want it splattering on?
Could you imagine reaching out on Fiverr and you're like, hey,
Can you have white sauce on an ear like Alfredo? But like, this doesn't make any
it's
sense.
so good. I love it.
No pasta, please.
So it takes energy to make energy.
Yeah,
You're behind it.
try that theory out. Next time
Okay.
you're fucking tired, go wake up and burn a bunch.
Really?
Yeah, it's like I really feel like it relates to it takes money to make money.
Mm-hmm.
Like look at what we get done. A lot of stuff's hired out too, like art or this or you name it. Stuff gets hired out, but eventually it takes money to bring back in more money. You can't do it all yourself, but it doesn't totally exactly relate, but it takes energy to make energy. So if you're lethargic, being more lethargic is going to continue that. But when you're tired, it's not about the sleep. It's actually about you need to burn some energy up. So your body will make you more.
Okay. So when you made the change to using your energy to make energy, did anything else in your life change, or was it just like you just started exercising in the morning and you noticed you had more energy throughout the day, or was it just the exercise alone?
That's a great topic because I feel like that in my life, it's never one variable. Like there's always three things changing, and you're like, it was pretty much just this. It was pretty much just waking up, burning energy. So first off, I can't just say it's exactly this, but I will say like I stumbled on it takes energy to make energy. Miracle Morning when we had first boy, newborn. I was wiped out toast. We were like launching who knows, a book or a product or some shit or a tank and I was wiped out and we had a newborn to take care of and we were up at night and I stumbled on it. I was like, fuck it, I'm going to try it. Even though I really believe I need sleep. Yeah. I tried it and it worked. I had more energy and less hours of sleep.
But that was the biggest change though. Yeah. I mean, there might have been other little variables, but the exercising.
It was the biggest. And it made total sense. Okay. Yeah.
What else do you do for the Miracle Morning? Is it just Is it just high intensity?
Honestly, all I ended up doing was I think you're supposed to like journal, meditate, exercise, and I would just exercise, and then after I was done exercising hard, I would just close my eyes and sit there and go through like what I'm thankful for, and so I did like a Shane light Miracle Morning, but the Miracle Morning is great.
That's cool.
Yeah, he's a good dude too. His name's Hal Elrod.
Hubbard.
Yeah, Elrod. Okay. He also has a religion. Cool. Check it out.
Just on the side.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a good one.
Yeah.
You have a lot of isms. There are a lot of Shane-isms.
Yeah.
You got quite a few.
Let's go discover leadership. This is a weird one. Okay. So I'll make it quick because you've probably heard it too many times. No. 4 years ago-ish, 5, I had a buddy who was like, I went to this pecan farm in Texas, and it's like they push you through all of your worst fears, and they make you like, you're going to want to go home your first 2 days. It's 4 days, you're disconnected, no phone, you're with a group. And he's like, you're going to want to leave, you're going to hate me, and maybe sometime around day 3 you're going to love it, and then by day 4 it'll be one of the best experiences of your life. And I'm like, at the time I needed it. So I was like, sign me up, let's go. Hopped on a plane, flew down there, awkward, random people, and then you turn off your phone and you begin, and you're just with them for 4 days. And so you're up at like 5 and you're to bed at like midnight or later.
Really?
Yeah.
So you meet them at the airport, or do you meet them on the pecan farm?
I met my team at the hotel by the pecan farm.
Oh.
The guy's name is Mike Jones. He's been crafting this 4-day experience for like 30 years, maybe more.
Not the rapper.
No, isn't that funny though?
Okay. Just want to clarify.
No, it's not the rapper. Okay. As far as I know, that'd be awesome if it was. But he knows how to push you through your bullshit, how to unwrite your stories, and how to get. So for me, he got myself out of the way. So this happened right when we were getting ready to do the Kickstarter, and I was like, "Oh, I can't public speak. I'm shy. I can't get in front of people." I had all these great little stories, and one what's great about stories, your family will reinforce them for you. So once you create your stories, they'll just say, "Yeah, Mason, you are like that. You don't have to stretch. You don't have to. You're just a this type of person."
True.
So everyone fucking helps you solidify your stupid little story. Went down to the pecan farm, got fucked up in a good way, and then flew back, and I joined Toastmasters, which is where you speak in front of 20 people once a week.
Did you know about Toastmasters
before? Yeah, and there was no way.
You just couldn't bring yourself.
No, I didn't want to. It didn't even sound like, that's not me. You know, I'm not that type.
Yeah.
And I got back and was like, fuck, yeah, I'll try that. And first week at Toastmasters, I woke up early because I was nervous. You're still nervous. It's not like you get rid of fear. It's you don't make any decisions based on fear. But first week at Toastmasters, I had best speech or best some table. Yeah. And then I kept getting ribbons because I was like on fire. When
Do
you
remember
get back,
what your first one was about?
I don't.
You don't even remember?
Mm-mm.
There have probably been so many.
I have the ribbon. Fucking so many words. I have so many words.
So many.
No, but dude, it got me out of my way.
So many talks, asshole. You've probably talked so much at this point.
I flapped my gums way too much for anyone to appreciate.
Well, That's very true.
Anyway, it gets you out of your way. If you want to like kind of at least approach life with a fearless attitude, that's the place to go. What's interesting is you get back, you're on a high, like true drug high, like better than the best drugs I've ever been on. And then it starts to fade, and then you fall back into your old ways.
Yeah,
not
but you
all the
fall
way,
back into your old ways with a new way of thinking.
with an adjustment.
With more tools.
Yeah, I got a permanent adjustment.
Okay.
So it's like, yeah.
Have you seen? It's a pretty good success, a pretty high success rate.
Yeah, I bet I've sent 12 people through, and I would say 7 of them have lasting, noticeable, like,
Whoa.
you're a different person. And then the others, it affected them, it changed them, especially when they first get back, and the conversations you have and the way you approach your family and your work and your challenges. It affects everyone, but a certain amount of people keep it. They have it, and you can just see it on them. They understand life differently.
So the adrenaline wears off, but they maintain whatever they got.
Yeah, like my core adjustment is like, I'll never make something out of fear, and yes, I can public speak, and yes, I'm worthy of being a voice of something or speaking up or.
Interesting.
Yeah, and like I'm capable. So I got out of my way. It was great. It's if you're curious about more, discoverleadership.com is the site. But honestly, when I went to the site, I was like, seems cool. Seems like kind of like a little happy club. Like, let's go be happy and follow this guy. But the experience is actually like over the top amazing. And then what's interesting is after you go through, you go back to the site and he has books. And you're like, oh, this is what it's all about, or this is what he meant, or this is like, because without the context, you're just like, yeah, I'm glad you're all happy and fucking stoked on this weird thing.
Interesting.
So just trust me, just go through it. You also have to be referred. So technically, if you want to go, email me and I can refer you.
Yeah.
We'll chat. Yeah, all the millions of listeners. All right. Secret sauce in your house.
So that's another one.
Yeah. Oh man, I'm actually okay. I have a folder of all this shit.
It's beautiful.
All right, this is such a simple adjustment, but it was big for me. So I used to believe growing up that I needed to be liked. That was my deep belief, even if I didn't like consciously say like I needed to be liked. I need you to like me, and I still have those tendencies. I'm still codependent, like my natural way. But a big shift, a big secret sauce shift, trademark, is all you need to do is be likable, but realize that being likable doesn't mean you're going to be liked. Like, there are going to be people that just don't like something about you or what you're doing or where you're going, or you're in their way, or you don't align. Fuck. So are you capable of being likable?
You said that's small, but it's really not.
It was a big shift for me because it was just one focus different. I don't need to be liked. I just need to be likable.
Right.
Someone needs to be potentially could like me because I'm reasonable. I'm smart, kind, ish.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Though, like, that's likable, but it's not liked. And it took the focus off of worrying about where they're at with me.
Yeah, and you don't realize how much energy that takes.
It's a fucking ton of energy
to have that on your shoulders constantly in every social situation.
And then you become you start adapting.
Yeah, and
then
be liked. You just sort of think that's who you are.
Yeah, and you can change if you need to be liked, and someone wants you to be something different, you'll change.
Do you feel that everyone struggles with that even a little bit, though?
Probably.
I feel like it's human nature to want to be liked.
It's got to be tribal, evolutionary.
That's how we would survive, right? Like in relationships.
I feel like you need to be part of a tribe.
Yeah.
Or you might be ousted and be.
If you're solo.
Fending for yourself.
Oof. Yeah.
So yeah, dude, it's got to be just deeply embedded in our genetics.
I think so. But I don't think that's a small realization, and I don't think it's a small. Yeah, I don't think it's a small mountain.
It's such a good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
Just be like a bull.
But it's hard to do that, right? I mean, it's hard to make the conscious decision in your daily life, like when you get lost in the minutia of like just everyday conversation. I
still get lost. I still want to be liked.
Lost in the sauce.
Yeah, it still feels good to be liked, but
for sure,
it really feels like one of those things where you like make a big adjustment inside. You're like, okay, yes, I am cool being likable, and then it just hits you in little moments throughout your experiences and relationships and chatting, and it's just these little fine tunings, and then eventually it's kind of becomes habit. I just feel like it's one of those. It takes time.
Yeah,
it's a little at a time. You win it a little at a time.
I know I struggle with it. Like, I would rather be liked than be honest.
Dude,
For
oh
sure.
fuck. This is the theme of my life right now.
Yeah.
So, how about this? This is a secret sauce as of today. Believing that it's the truth is the most valuable thing you can give someone outside of how it affects them in that moment, which is fucking crazy. Because what if you delivered truth to everyone around you?
You would not have anyone around you.
Yeah, so like you have to temper your truth, I think.
Yeah.
But my nature is to fucking sweeten it, soften it,
Oh, me
give
too.
hope.
Yeah.
Like fucking never quite leave the door halfway open.
Yep.
Give a second, a third, and a fourth option.
Fuck.
And
Yeah.
what if even my counselor today? I have my counselor's name's Kevin Kiavangza.
First and last.
He's a good fucker.
All right.
Bryce never been called that. Anyway, I do feel like he's actually gifted, and I've been to a lot of counselors, so I can compare. But he was like, I go with truth no matter how it affects people, and he does. I've watched people squirm, including myself, around him.
Wow.
Because he just lets it be, and he has mental people come into him. I don't know if I can share too much, but he doesn't share a ton with me. But what he says is, oftentimes mental people want to be coddled, and he gives truth,
Yeah.
and he's had people leave and not come back for months. Some never come back, but he's like, the majority come back because they know what I'm saying is true.
Wow.
So, and he says so much of the dysfunction is that people don't want the truth. They want coddling. They want to just voice and talk and vent and be loved. And that's not, I don't think that's a good counselor's job.
No, I mean, it's not healthy, right? I mean, it's not healthy to always have smoke blown. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to have the truth. Sometimes it sucks, but at the same time, you leave and it sucks initially, but then later on it can be refreshing when you think back, and then there's a lesson to be learned in that.
Totally. And it's like how to explain it? There's times for coddling. There's times for just being there to vent and to listen and to love and whatever. But I bet it's like, 1 out of 10? And then the other 9, they could use some truth.
Yeah.
How crazy is this, too? There's people, there's like, we talk about a lot of people, like in my life, of course, that's why you're there. But there's some people, too, who they make it very apparent that they don't want the truth. Like, the feeling you get from them is they either can't handle it, they don't want it, they skirt around it, they prefer to beat around the bush.
They're just not interested.
Yeah.
What is that? Is that because mentally they can't handle it, or is it reassurance, or you know what I mean? Like, what do you think that is? Like, why are there some people out there that just do not want it at all costs?
I know. I'm trying to think. Are you scared of any truths that anyone could give you?
No.
I feel like I
Not
can
really.
handle most truths.
I feel like and I'm very like tell it to me and then I'll digest it on my own and I'll figure it out in my head. So I don't need like direct answers or anything, but the truth is always better.
Yeah, and think about this: the truth matters who it's coming from too, because like if you had someone you really trusted that they had your best interest and they cared about you and they delivered something that wasn't the easiest to hear, that would go a long way.
Yeah.
I mean, if you walk outside and some guy's like, "Hey, you're an asshole," you'd be like, "Well, doesn't know anything about me."
Yeah, you're not gonna.
So I guess what I'm saying is like, are you willing to deliver truth? Because you probably have relationships that would like really lean on some of your truth. It's scary, huh?
I mean,
I don't like hurting people.
Certain situations, for sure, I don't. Just because some people are more fragile than others, and but maybe that goes back to just preserving the easy moment.
What if for someone to become unfragile, they needed more truth? I don't know if that's true. I'm just guessing.
Well, it's like when you go back to the pecan farm, like you're saying, your family reinforces that shell.
Yeah.
What if you need to break that shell and have some hard truths at you?
Whoa. I don't know. It's kind of freaky.
But I do think in general, I've got to be better about, living. I've got to live by that rule that you just came up with, that fresh sauce.
Fresh sauce.
Even when it sucks, even when it hurts me.
That's what I was saying. The more, okay, so you like, I'll just give my own example. I'll go around and skirt and soften and half truth, and then I end up carrying and bearing the weight of the truth.
And they're over here thinking it's okay, or you know what I mean, it's not as heavy as it is, and you're over here like, fuck.
Yes, because you're going, how do I deliver this? What do I say? What if I'm not right? What if I'm wrong? What if it's too much right now? What if the timing's wrong?
So are you catching yourself doing that, and you're like, okay, I've just got to be straight?
For sure.
Okay,
and I'm
that's
realizing,
got to be so tough.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm realizing too how much I appreciate straight shooters.
Yeah, it's rare.
Like and it's, if I know I'm getting the truth, it's like, I appreciate them. It sucks sometimes, but like,
But it's necessary.
yeah, like,
I mean, the moment you surround yourself with yes men, it's just over.
yeah.
It's over.
Oh, dude.
You lose who you are.
Yeah, it's your bearings.
Yeah.
It's like how you know what's going on around you.
It's like the only thing I can really come back to is my wife, just because I can be straight with her no matter what, and she to me.
You guys have a really good thing going.
Yeah. So like I just imagine like if I married someone who was just always yes, 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 I would be a complete loser more than I am.
Nice throw in.
You know what I mean though? Like if I surrounded myself with people who were just like, yeah, it's a great idea. You should definitely do that.
Yeah, you should definitely do it. You should totally start a podcast. Yeah.
Yeah, it would just be terrible.
It
And I
would.
wouldn't know who I was.
Are there people that deliver too much truth too often?
For sure.
Here's another thing. Some relationships aren't ready to handle certain levels of truth. Like if
Yeah.
you haven't built a trust up and then you're just like, hey, you look fucking stupid. You need to never wear those shoes. It's like your relationship wasn't built to handle that. But I could go tell my best friend, like, dude, you really gotta like cut your hair.
You gotta
Like,
change
look
that
like
shit.
An idiot.
Yeah.
This is an art.
Yeah. I guess, is it an intuition?
Must be.
Is it like, you just have, I don't know, maybe it's the vibe that you get when you're together.
Oh man, I was talking about something that happened at work, and it was like, because I role play like ideas, and it will be like, someone will come in with something, and then like I notice that on the fly the story kind of shifts, right? And I notice it, and I can feel it. I'm like, oh, I thought it was this, and then it shifted somewhere mid sentence because they know that's what I want to hear once they kind of latch on. So I was role playing that with him, and he's like, okay, right then you have to stop and say, hey, I'm uncomfortable. I feel like we start with one story and now it's another story. Can you please clarify which one it is? Could you do that? That's like next level.
I mean,
Instead of letting them just be, just like, yeah, I know you're bullshitting a little.
yeah. So instead of putting the pressure on you to wade through the bullshit and define the truth, you're just straight up looking them in the eyes and saying, cut the shit.
Yeah, if you feel the discomfort of two stories, are you willing to just call it out right there in the moment? And not mean, not just nice, just so I feel like we started here and now we're here. So I feel like there's been a shift. Which one is the accurate? And it's like,
Yeah.
oh.
I mean,
And then does it stop the person from bullshitting as much?
or does it just leave them with like, well, fuck him?
Yeah, I don't know.
I mean, it's easy to say, yeah, I would definitely call them out, but then when it comes time to it, it's not easy. So I couldn't even begin to.
Exactly. I'm so hard and tough when it comes to like talking about doing something. When I'm actually in the situation, I'm pretty I'm softer. Soft's not the perfect word, but like I'm very tactful, and it's a little no, soft's the right word. I can talk more than the actual delivery, and I can deliver, but
I don't know about that. I don't know if I would use soft. I would just say lenient.
yeah, I let a human aspect exist. Like,
Yeah, if I had a nickel for every time I heard, we're all human.
yeah, no, seriously,
It's I don't even know how to navigate it.
dude. What
If you had the answers, though,
Here's
then
an
you'd be the
here's an
social god.
social god. Here's an experiment. What if you just like delivered truth constantly, steadily, and to everyone you care about that's close to you? Would you bring some people closer and send some people away?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Whoa. And
You-
would
you
would
would
your
only-
life be better if those others were sent away and the others were brought closer?
Right. So that's the thing, right? You're gonna weed out a certain amount of people who just want bullshit,
Yeah.
who just want to be fluffed.
Yeah.
You're gonna weed those people out. So the people you're surrounding yourself with will be the ones who are introspective and thoughtful and care. But then you have people who probably are going to think you're an asshole and avoid you.
Dude, it's got to be delivery. Like, I'm thinking right now, like, if you were like, hey, dude, I need you to know something. Like, I really care about you, but, like, you're an idiot on the podcast. So, like, but you were sincere. I'd be like, I'd hear it, and
You'd
then
be like, whoa,
I'd try and figure, yeah. But,
what am I
like,
doing?
but if you're like, if you approached it like mad or aggressive or like not caring, it would fly right through my head.
Can I just tell you, even just saying that out loud makes me uncomfortable.
Really?
Straight up.
Why?
Like you saying that I would come at you aggressively and be like, hey, you're a fucking asshole or something. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just like, oh.
It's probably not in character.
No. But I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
Like, delivery can be everything.
Do you care about the person when you deliver it? Like, that's what I think matters.
Yes. Okay, well, it's effort.
You can feel it.
I can go up to anyone and just say, hey, you're an asshole.
Yeah.
But if you approach it the right way and you take the time to really cater to what you think
They can see it.
what they can take,
You waited for the right moment.
yeah, I think it's important.
Whoa.
But I don't think you'll ever have the answers.
No, I'm going to go harder in this direction, though, and see what happens.
You'll know what works best for you in your relationships.
Dude, you want to know how I soften? Here's one of my sweetest softening techniques. This is great. And you've witnessed this. One of my favorite ways is to be like, yeah, you're fucked. I don't want you around. Like all these things. But then be like, but I don't know what the future's going to be like.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
So instead of just cutting the cord
Yeah.
and leaving it clean.
The reality is that I don't know what the future holds is internal dialogue. That's internal.
So there is some truth in that statement.
Yeah, but
not necessarily with that person.
yeah, but I feel like if you leave like so the hope it creates hope.
But you're also not the bad guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might.
You're not a dick.
Yeah.
You
Interesting.
You're doing everything you can for that person.
I don't know how I will feel in 10 years.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
So you're not leaving them high and dry.
It's softening. I think it's softening bullshit. Not always.
But how much
Sometimes-
of that responsibility is on you when that person you don't feel that person could handle it in the first place? You know what I mean?
True. And some people latch on to hope.
Yeah.
And some people are like, well, I know where he stands right now, so here we go.
And some people can use it constructively, but I think there are a large majority of people who would need that. I don't know. They tend to be negative people.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Interesting, man. Life and its
Total
relationship
bro
dynamics
science.
is crazy. You ready for a Gumby?
Yeah. ShaneTrain.com/shop.
Fireball/cinnamon whiskey. Scan whiz. Sorry.
I was going to say don't make jokes while we're shooting, but that is like candy syrup, so.
All right. You ready?
Yeah.
So there's no reading on the ShaneTrain, but I'm working with a lot of papers. I'll make this one quick.
You even stapled.
I know. I have a lot of idiot theories, too, that don't fly very well. Okay. Have you ever been driving on a
I have
clover
driven.
on a clover on the freeway?
What?
Like a clover freeway turn? Like the one right here?
Oh,
72?
yes.
Okay. What are...
I've never heard it called that.
Really?
No.
Clover? Anyway, what's your body doing in that clover?
What do you...
I can explain what mine's doing.
Okay.
Okay, so I go around corners. I used to before this realization, and I'd be white knuckle, and I'd be leaning, and I'd be tense and flex, and like my car could slip out at any moment, and I could die. I really felt like me leaning and white knuckling and doing everything was helping the car get through. Like I'm part of this.
Like you're shifting your weight.
Yeah, something. Like it's stupid.
Yeah.
And then I realized, you know what? You can go through and just fucking turn the wheel with like 2 fingers
Just
and
chill.
take a ride. I started thinking about life. What if life is like that? Like you feel like it matters and white knuckle and stress and all the intensity to get around, but what if you just fucking 2-fingered it?
Whoa.
Secret sauce.
Whoa.
But it works on clovers and cars.
I mean...
Do you think the best race car driver is tense or loose?
Loose.
I would think.
For sure.
I would think the best athletes are loose. Look at the best athletes in the fourth quarter last minute. They look pretty comfortable. They're just like...
Yeah. It doesn't phase them. But...
Poke holes.
It's
got holes
very
everywhere.
specific.
Yeah. It's
I
like
mean-
a clover is your life.
Because there's the... Yeah.
So that's one of the idiot parts.
That's the idiot part.
That's why you're here.
So it's like... I don't know. I don't even know how to explain it.
Because it's so
You're
special.
just white knuckling through something that really, or you're not white knuckling through something that's sort of tense. You know, you're that guy who's just like, yeah, whatever. And your apartment's burning down. You know what I mean?
That's a possibility.
Like, there's some truth in that.
Try this one on. I've got a...
It cannot be a fucking white swath. Like,
It is.
just
Life equals
don't
a clover
ever
on the
white
freeway.
knuckle.
Okay, I've got an augmentation to this story.
All right.
I don't know why I use that word. Because it's the secret sauce.
I can honestly
episode.
say I've never heard you say
I
that
know,
word.
I'm not sure I've ever said
Holy
it.
shit.
Welcome to the secret sauce episode. Here's the other one. So there was a guy, a podcast actually I really like. It's by my buddy Jason Gagnard. I believe it's called, I don't know the name. I'm going to have to throw out the name. Anyway, he tells a story of a guy who biked around a park and he'd push himself like crazy.
On fire.
No, just bike his ass off to like set records.
Oh, okay.
And he really biked his ass off. The podcast is called Community Made. It's really good if you're trying to dial it in and you're not about scale and growth and killing the world and conquering.
Right,
It's about like,
okay.
why are you doing all this?
Okay.
Anyway, the guy biked around the park and he busted his ass and he sweated and he killed it and he set records and on and on. It was just a big fucking fight. And then one day he's like, what if I just biked around the park at an enjoyable speed and really soaked it up, looked around and just biked. He biked around the whole park. He clocked his time, and his time was like within, like if he did it in 39 minutes, he ended up doing it in 42 minutes. And then he thought about his whole life, and he's like, so how much of life am I just battling, stressing, pushing, and it's giving me like this very small advantage.
Right.
So the expenditure is way higher than that last bit. Like, what if you just kind of enjoyed and sailed? And I
I'm
feel
sort of that way though.
good.
I mean, I don't white knuckle very often.
I'm like always like,
Really?
yeah, like faster, quicker, now, pressure.
Oh.
And I'm getting better.
Yeah.
But like,
But there has to be a balance, right? I mean,
Yeah.
for your end of the spectrum, there's an opposite.
yeah,
So, I think you're more in the middle than you think.
I'm getting better.
Yeah.
Let
Or
it-
at least I've noticed you're more in the middle. Like, I don't know. I just think there are certain situations that you can slow down and take in the environment and yeah, you're not going to get there as fast, but you're going to have more knowledge and more of a memory.
Yeah, and that last bit you gained was kind of negligible in the whole scheme.
Yeah, and it doesn't make the difference.
The story's done better on the podcast, but maybe even the guy didn't get sweaty. I don't remember what it was, but he enjoyed himself, and it was like 5%.
Okay.
So he's killing himself for that last 5.
So is this something you're living by now constantly?
It's one of those things where it's a big idea and it's a small adjustment every day.
Work in progress.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to work just a little at a time.
So do you feel like now you're white knuckling more than, or you're not white knuckling more than you are?
I've been purposely letting go and releasing and trying to just let things go slower, let them be satisfied. Enough is enough. This is enough.
I mean, we say that, but like how to do that is a whole different.
Yeah, and another thing is, what if you're battling excitement? Like, we're getting ready to go video casting, right? I'm super fucking excited. So it's not about stressful white knuckle. I'm just really excited.
True.
So
Okay. That's okay. I didn't exactly think of it that way, but I am sort of all in that way
yeah.
for exciting things.
So, and then what happens if you're pursuing 10 exciting things and you're burning out? Which is also very common.
Yeah. Yeah, you just got to slow down.
I think so. I don't.
Enjoy stuff.
If you're concerned about enjoying, I think slowing down to an enjoyable level is like,
Healthy.
yeah. I mean, look at clovers and bike rides. Answer your whole life. I got one of their.
Nice analogy, by the way.
I feel stupid just saying it. All right, I got another one for you.
I'm so glad you're not alone.
It's in driving. So it's idiot drivers. Just here's what you can do. Here's what I do. Every time there's an idiot driver, which it's what, every day?
Every day.
Every day. There's an
Every
idiot.
day.
He cuts off. He jumps out. He fucking sits at some light. And now I just sit and I go, every time someone does something stupid, I'm like, well, there's like a fucking 100,000 of us driving around right now, right? And it's some guy's stupid. That's normal. But like, I've been stupid a lot. I've been the stupid driver.
Yeah.
Have you been the stupid driver?
For sure.
Okay, so every time you see a stupid driver, just go, hey, man, you've been a stupid driver, and let it be.
Yeah.
Just let it go. Because it's like 1 out of 100,000. Someone's got to be stupid.
Someone has
Just,
to be
it's
stupid.
lucky it's not you,
It's not
man.
your day.
Yeah. Dude, you're colorblind. You'll sit at lights.
That's true.
So-
I've been honked at multiple times.
That gives me compassion towards sitting
Fuck
at
it.
lights. I'm like, what if he's colorblind?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't. I don't know. For me, I don't get agitated like that.
I don't anymore.
Good.
It takes. I don't even get. Do you get road ragey?
No.
Here's the only time I get road ragey, when I'm fucking really late. Because usually, for some reason, shit gets worse when I'm late.
Well, that's everyone.
Yeah.
But
I
you know,
leave with extra time, and then it's never stressful. In fact, you want to know what
unless you're leaving for this podcast, then you're like,
I'm always late.
I don't mean to do this.
I don't usually do this, guys, but I'm gonna leave you with a fucking mess. I don't usually do this every
Just
week.
jump through the tarp.
You want to know what I end up doing a lot?
Mm.
Sitting in the parking lot where I'm supposed to be. I bet I
Really?
sit once or twice, once a day, every other day.
See, I would think that is sort of a form of white knuckling.
Just like fucking.
You're like, I gotta get there. I gotta get there.
Well, here's-
And then you're 20 minutes late watching YouTube videos.
It's never like that. No. Oh, I'm saying early though. I get there early.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. But like, don't you think?
How did you get lost in
You
that?
said late.
No, I said, and then you're 20 minutes early. Did I say late?
said
Oh,
late.
sorry. I mean 20 minutes early. You're in the parking lot 20 minutes early
Yeah,
watching YouTube.
that's rare. But I can usually find an
But-
errand too. I'm like, we'll go to the ATM and get gas and burn up 10 or 15.
Okay.
Anyway,
All right. That is a form of white knuckling, though. I'm not backing down.
sure. But honestly, being on time is one of like ultimate showings of respect, or
Yeah.
like I care about you.
Yeah.
If people are late, I'm cool with like, oh my god, I'm late, I'm so sorry, and it's not chronic. If they're chronic, then it's like, no, you don't give a fuck. Get honest with yourself.
Yeah.
But if people are sorry, that's cool. Lateness happens. But it's like when people are just like fucking 15 late and they don't even mention it. Hey, what's up? It's like, man, so my time's like worthless or like what?
Yeah.
We agreed.
Which is funny why you've never been on time for anything for me in your life.
For real?
That's great.
Dude, I really care about you.
Just kidding.
Okay.
You got super serious.
I did.
That was the first mistake when dealing with me.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah. I'll do anything to avoid seriousness.
Oh, you'll crack a joke like in the worst case scenario. Let's talk something serious.
Oh, God.
Let me make sure I don't have anything other stupid to add.
Can I just add
Yeah.
something real
Yeah.
quick? I am so glad I'm here for this.
I'm so glad you're
Can
sorting
you
through it.
imagine trying to explain Clover's fires?
No! I'm not ready for solo casting.
It's so funny.
God damn it.
We have a goal, you and I.
What?
We each want to do our own episode, like solo. I don't know if you do.
I do.
I'm into it.
I do. I'm
So-
glad it wasn't this one.
It might come out at some point.
Dude, do a solo video cast.
Oh my God.
Just sit there and look.
What would you even...
Look handsome.
I can come up with something, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
What else you got?
All right. This is a blog I wrote called Accountability Handcuffs.
You're a blogger?
Yeah, I blog a little.
Dang, man. Blogspot?
I've been blogging for fucking years professionally.
You wrote a blog on Tick Sheets. I hate you. and
You're
your blog.
welcome. I had 3 people say I love this. Like, this is dopest.
The fact that you had to mention and brag 3 people
So it's
says a lot about your Tick
It's the
Sheet.
only 3 comments I've had on a blog in my life, probably. No, I've been writing a blog for, I don't know, a few years. I probably have had easily over 100 readers
Well, that's cool.
in total.
Do you blog consistently now today?
No.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like whenever something pops up.
All right.
Whenever I have a bright, fresh Clover idea. It comes
What
out
was your
hot.
last blog?
It's called Sorry. And I was apologizing for just adapting to people.
Okay.
So anyway.
Good blog.
It was more of it's almost like a public journal.
That's sort of the definition of a blog.
Not
Isn't
necessarily.
everyone's?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Anyway. All right. Accountability handcuffs. Hold on. One quick sec. Okay. Accountability handcuffs. It's halfway boring, but I'll just deliver it anyway. I look at being accountable as handcuffs a little bit. It means that you don't have a choice. You're kind of accountable. So anyways, I made different types of handcuffs depending on how much you have to be accountable.
Furry ones.
Fuck, I can hear the listeners pushing next on their podcast. I'll hit it way hard and fast. You can be accountable to yourself. It's like toy store fucking handcuffs. You can just fucking undo them. This sucks. I don't even know if I
Why
wanna
the
read
voice,
this.
dude?
I don't know, because I don't even like this one.
Listen, you wrote it.
Okay, let me just give you the levels. Be accountable to yourself. Yeah, you probably won't make it. Be accountable to someone else. It depends. If you're close to him, you'll probably fucking slip on that too. You can be accountable to a paid professional, which is good. But eventually, if you don't want to do it, you're just going to be like, fuck you, I'm paying you. I'm not accountable. Being accountable to a large group is pretty sweet. If you're in any large groups, just commit. Like your eyebrows. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
And then that's kind of, we'll just let that one go.
Okay. You don't even want to talk about it?
That's sure. What's the
Okay.
holes?
There are no holes. I just
Oh.
wanted to mention that for most of the handcuffs, there was a way out.
Yeah.
For almost all of them, except pretty much the last one.
Yeah.
Even like your friends, you're comfortable enough with your friends that you can slip. You're obviously with yourself, you're gonna slip, and even with a paid professional at the end of the day,
Yeah.
you can slip from all of those, minus the group.
Group's a hard one.
Well, yeah.
And then the
group's
group one, it taints like who you are. Like, hey, I said I would do this to everyone,
Yeah.
and I fucking didn't do it. And they're like, well, that guy's just that guy.
You damage your character.
Yeah.
So this is big for you. The handcuffs are big.
Yeah, I'm not relating to it now like I did when I wrote it. But accountability comes
But it
in.
got you somewhere.
But it comes in levels.
Yeah,
And if
okay.
I really want to step it up, I'll commit to a group.
Okay.
Like, hey, this is what it is.
Accountability.
Yeah.
Right.
So you just decide what kind of handcuffs you want to wear. Pussies wear toy handcuffs.
Oh my God! And you ruined it.
Yeah, okay.
Cool.
And F1's
But what kind of handcuffs were the group ones? You didn't really specify.
certified stainless, hard to fit.
Whoa! Oh God!
Oh, man.
Oh, certified stainless.
That's what it says. Being accountable to a paid professional is nice, real, but pickable.
Whoa.
Oh, God.
What's the address for this blog? ShaneTrain.com. ShaneStott.com/blog.
Probably, yeah.
Go check out all his quality blogs.
Yeah, there's
There's
one
handcuffs and clovers and
1 out of 10 will be tolerable.
apologies.
This is
If you
great.
just need an apology,
Yeah.
we got you.
So accountability, just know you can step it up.
And there are levels to it.
There are levels. Isn't that fucking
There's levels to this game.
yes. Who is that?
Kendrick.
Thank you.
Hmm.
He's a good dude. All right, this one's cool. I like this one.
Isn't it funny how you think he's a good dude? What if he like murdered dogs in his basement or something in his free time?
Vic style.
He's a good dude.
He's a good dude as far as I know.
No, I mean he's a good writer. He's a good dude.
Yeah, no, he makes good music videos. Like, well, that's
He's
enough
very
for,
artistic.
That's
He's a
enough
good
for
dude.
me. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, man, you ready?
Yeah, let's go.
I'm not even going to tell you what this one is. I'm just going to ask you.
Okay.
What is the perfect... So I take a lot of baths just to lay that out there.
You take a lot of baths?
Yeah.
Even in...
Yeah, I'm a full-grown adult that takes a lot of baths. Anyway.
Baths are important.
Yeah, baths are important. But anyway, you still have to answer this. You can't skirt and say, I don't take baths.
Go ahead. No, I take baths.
What's the perfect bath? Describe how it goes in general. You don't have to... No, I don't care about reading and candles. But, like, what's the perfect, like, temperature?
Other than reading and candles, what else is there?
No, what's the perfect temperature for a bath?
Hot.
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 Right out of the gate.
Right out of the gate.
Really?
You don't like... What kind of a bath do you take?
This is perfect.
Hold on.
I got
on.
I got lessons for you, bro.
Hold on.
I got lessons.
Are there levels to your baths?
No.
Okay.
It's just an idea in general.
So
The best bath.
So okay, I'm gonna let you explain, then I'll pick it apart.
Okay.
Go ahead.
First, let me find one more hole in your story.
Oh my god.
Okay, you fired up. It's hot as fuck.
Well, wait. It has to climb. Like when you is that what you're trying to get at? Like when the faucet starts?
Maybe.
Okay, you take a minute, you feel the temperature, you take the temp, and then you
But you like
plug
it
it
hot.
up, and yeah, like hot.
Okay, so 5 minutes after it's hot, how do you feel?
A little
Do
uncomfortable.
you sit on the side? Is your bath over?
Do you sit on the side? What? The fuck are your baths, dude?
No,
Okay,
if-
here. Let me just walk you through.
Pass me the goddamn knife.
Do you read when you're in the bath?
No,
You don't do anything,
not really.
bro. You got to read a book while you're in there.
No, I don't read books in
Why?
the bath. They don't. They're
You don't
paper.
read books.
No, I can't read. Let's be
Bring
honest.
your
I'll
Kindle.
listen to shit in the bath.
Okay. So yeah. So you run your bath.
Perfect.
You get the track going that you're gonna listen to, whatever, and then you plug it, fill it up, and then you get in and you just close your eyes and listen.
I guess.
You sit on the fucking side and like
Sure, if it's too hot.
drop a bomb in the bath and like what do you do?
Sure.
Put time in.
You don't even know where this is going.
No, I have no
I've just
idea.
set you up. I've tried to make you fail.
I know.
Okay, for me.
I do bathe though
I kinda
for
believe that.
relaxation.
Okay. Here is what I'm going to say. The perfect bath for me. This is so weird. Okay, the perfect bath for me. You get in and it's enough. It's like it's better than lukewarm. No, just hear me out.
This is why I hate you.
Just hear me out. Okay, so you fire the bath. It's just like it's barely over lukewarm. It's okay.
So
then-
you're uncomfortable.
Yeah, I mean you want more. So then you get warm water and you're like fucking crank it up. And it's like warm water's coming in. It feels so good. It's getting
You're all about maximizing like the feel
high?
good. Yes. Oh
All
my
right.
god.
So now it's getting warmer. It's getting warmer. It's feeling better. You're wanting and you're getting, and it's great. And then like,
I can't tell if you're jerking off or taking a bath.
and then all of a sudden, as the bath's filling up, like you went from chilly to like pretty warm to like this is great, and like this is the greatest bath. And then you're sitting there, you're like, I was just cold. Now I'm warm. Like 15 minutes solid, soaking up this warmness, and that was good. Now the bath's over. So this is bathtub.
You only stay in a bath for 15 minutes?
20, sure, whatever.
Oh, you got kids and stuff.
Yeah. I guess my bathtub philosophy is this. So in life and in baths, for me, it's better to not have enough and to want and to get and to let that happen and delay. Because if I hop in a bath and go full hot, like this is perfect hot temperature, I want a hot bath, the bath's toast. I'm done in like 2 minutes, 5 minutes. I'm done. I want to sit on the side or get out. I'm fucking hot, pissed off.
What?
The best bath is you get in and you want and you get and it's slowly. And I compare it to life. Like Mason, if you just started a fucking project and you hit a millionaire and you're done and you just fucking sold easy scan.
Go ahead.
Fucking $5 million and you buy your house and you have your car. How did that feel? Like
It sucks.
yeah, you're fucked.
You don't feel fulfilled.
No, you just hopped in a hot bath. Like
Yeah.
it's over. You got all you wanted in an instant.
Okay. I mean, I like I like the rule.
There's a concept here.
I like the concept. I don't know if, and I like the analogy. I don't know if you made that up just to, like the idea that you sit in a cold bath so you can have a warm bath
It's
is
warm
like,
enough. Life is a cold bath, bro.
okay, life is a lukewarm bath.
Yeah. It's better to want.
That's a country song, right?
Yeah. Life is a lukewarm bath.
I understand the philosophy behind it, and I like it, and I know that that is definitely your personality, where it's like you've got to have a little, you've got to be uncomfortable before you can. I don't know how even
To want and to get
Yes.
is better than to just get.
Well, that's true, but you also like a little bit of pain or
Struggle?
uncomfortability. Like you like the struggle.
Yeah.
I feel like you are best in, you work in that, you thrive in that part of it, and then, you know, whatever comes after comes after.
Yeah, and I actually feel totally let down once I get there.
Yeah, it's over.
It's like, fuck.
It's over.
Yeah. Interesting, because this is holes in my whole life. Like, I prefer the pursuit and the hunt
Right.
over the shooting and the bagging.
Yeah, that's what I think Wim Hof says, that like you're climbing a mountain, and once you've climbed the mountain, sometimes like in the moment it's a struggle to climb the mountain, but then once you're at the top, you remember fondly like climbing the mountain.
Yeah.
So once you're at the top, there's nothing else to climb. You're there. This is it.
You take a gondola to the top.
Yeah.
Fucking fire up a hot bath. Fuck your life.
Dude, I don't.
I love setting you up. I'm going to set you up for all of
You
this.
should, but also, don't take lukewarm baths. Just turn the water on and get
I
in.
don't. They only start lukewarm. I give it like 3 inches of lukewarm, and then I begin wanting.
So you,
And then I begin getting.
I love how your brain works, man.
I don't know if I do.
It's perfect.
Oh, let's do it, Gambay.
Wow.
I'm second guessing my whole life.
Okay, so from the time you step in your bathroom to the time you're done, how long is it?
I don't know, 30.
30 minutes?
Yeah.
Okay,
That's fine. That's reasonable. Gambay. This episode's unofficially brought to you by Fireball. Ignite the night.
do you
Cinnamon
like Fireball?
whiskey. Red hot. 33% alcohol by volume. Yeah, it's like drinking Big Red. Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Who doesn't like this shit? What was the alcoholic statement? Like, oh yeah, it tastes like Fireball. Sober people call that cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
I had
a
Fireball
great joke.
flavored rolls for fucking Easter.
I
It's
saw that.
dope. Let me see what I got here. Oh god, see this is like
Just
this
clinging to any sort of joke. You can
dad style.
anything cinnamon is. Hey guys.
Hey guys, I'm funny. Oh god, I don't know,
No,
Mason.
no. We can't do that. You have so many over there.
Yeah,
Just
but what are
let's
you
roll
needing?
through 'em.
What are you needing more of?
All of it.
All right, fuck.
People want to get to know us.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, I can make this one kind of quick. So like a lot of my work in business was, I'd show up. I'm talking about the family business. There's like, I don't know, at the time there's probably 20 of us or so, and I show up and I just fucking fight fires, slay the demons. Like show up and like, what do you need? What's broken? What needs to be fixed? What do we fucking just like slaying and trying and shooting everywhere and blasting and I would go make my to-do list and I'd be like, fuck, well, go do this, go do this, go do this, got to fix this, got to talk to this, and the to-do. This is like the big shift, but takes time. One of the best things you can do when project or business or anything is I forget who I got it from, but I started making to-win lists over to-do lists, which is the same. Yeah, like so a win is what actually will like move the needle and change your business, whereas to-do list needs to get done. I mean, someone has to do the to-do, but it's like when people say you need to work on your business, not in your business. Because like there's big overarching things you need to be doing, but most people that are running shows or projects or businesses, they're doing the fires, the to-do, the grind, the daily. Their sites are like and there's a ship that has to be sailed, right? You need that, but there's also someone has to go up and look farther out.
Right.
And so that's my whole. I call it screw your to-do, make it to win.
Screw your to-do.
But like you'll be surprised at what difference a to-do list will make, what it will look like over a to-win list, and like so what's. Like even what we're
what's an example of a win?
Okay, so like I could right now sit down and be like, even with Zen, they could be like, hey, Mason, what do we need to get done? And be like, this. Be like, we need to ship this, do this, fight this,
That's
call
the
this.
to-do.
That's the to-do.
Right.
Needs to get done. You can't just bail on the to-do.
Yeah.
But once you're guiding it and there's people helping you, at that point you need to go, actually, whoa, like, what's the stuff to win? What's the next level? And it's like, oh, well, we got to shoot this. We got to enter this market. We got to get this product. We got to make this contact. So it's getting out of the weeds. It's to do. It's to win.
So like when you're really pressed to do the to-do, your head's buried in it, and you're not really looking ahead.
You're not winning.
Okay.
I mean, you're winning.
So the win comes. Okay.
You're fighting fires.
That makes sense.
It's a big shift.
Is that the weekly win? Is that what you do? Or is that something different?
Yeah.
Weekly win?
Yeah, it's a little bit like that.
Interesting.
Yeah. I would say one of the most common things I see, I'm in like a business mastermind group called Vistage, but there's guys that are fucking so lost in the weeds. Like literally their cell phone will be ringing and it'll be like, hey, fucking we got to get this done, or this happened, this invoice went south, this person didn't pay their bill, and it's like you are lost in it and you need to be working on it.
You know what's interesting is a lot of times they start doing things they've hired people to do.
Mm-hmm.
Like you'll hire a manager for this, but then you'll start managing his team or whatever, and it's like,
dude, it's like a coach of like fucking little league, and he keeps stepping in and throwing a pass, and it's like, dude, quit it.
Like, what are you doing?
Like you're supposed to be coaching like the players. You're supposed to be looking like how's your team gonna get better. It's
Right.
not like you don't need to step in and shoot and pass.
Yeah.
So
Interesting. So was there a big event in your life that happened when you created this? Or?
I think enough people like preach on it where it's like, well, especially Darren Hardy. He was one of my early mentors business wise.
Darren Hardy.
Yeah, he's a good dude. He's written Compound Effect, Entrepreneur Roller Coaster. He endorsed my float book.
Oh, okay.
He's a cool guy. He's helped me a lot, but he is very much get the fuck out of the weeds and start like where is it going
Smart.
and what's the big thing that will change everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you don't want to hit a fucking iceberg or something.
Yeah. Yeah, good point. It's the Titanic.
Dude.
Titanic.
I'm honestly, I just want to take a minute.
Yeah.
I'm so smart.
You are.
I'm actually so smart.
No, you're the god of smart.
Thank you.
Yeah. This episode is brought to you by ScanWiz. I listened to the Tim Ferriss show, and it was fucking like 10 minutes of ads.
Oh, it sucks.
Why do they? So is that just a given once you make it?
Money.
But it's like, hey, so here, let me ask you this, because you're a podcast guy.
Yeah.
Is there an unwritten agreement that once you make it, you just, hey, skip to this part of the episode? Like, I'm going to bullshit you for 10 minutes.
For sure. Like Joe Rogan had him in the middle, and then he said he got tired of it, so he moved him to the beginning, and it's the same times, it's the same amount of time every time.
So there's an unspoken rule.
So there's an unspoken rule.
Just jump.
And I have on my podcast app, it's like starts at minute 6.
Fuck.
Just for his show.
So it kind of works. They get paid, and their listeners don't have to suffer.
It doesn't affect him because, you get paid per listener, and, they set up the fees or whatever, but it's not like per activation. Like if you're selling Nature Box or something, it's not how many codes you come in with your code. It's like
it's count. That's pretty good then. Because, like, honestly, though, they almost sold me on some protein. I was like, I guess I don't want milk source fucking. This is a real dairy.
I will say that podcast chooses their sponsors wisely.
Tim Ferriss?
Tim Ferriss, like all those guys. Joe, Tim Ferriss.
Tim Ferriss had like a cool protein company and a cool tea company, I think.
Yeah. They're all very selective.
Would you?
Advertise?
If we could get in the black, bro. Make what if we could make...
I would like to.
So, but what do we have to do? What do we have to show an ad?
Well, we for sure wouldn't be having this conversation on the podcast.
True. Let's not have this publicly. But just so you know, ScanWiz, you just scan your favorite bottle of liquor, and you email a PDF of your favorite bottle of liquor, and they send you a free bottle.
Oh, my God.
Go to scanwiz.com/ShaneTrain.
Isn't it so great how we're amazing at pushing this imaginary company?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't do anything, and you're so on it.
Why don't you make a fake deliver one? Who's your company?
My company?
Yeah, deliver a fake one.
I don't have one.
I got one.
Good.
Let me just think for a quick second. Dialer Pro. Go to dialerpro.com. You stick it to your cell phone, and when you need to call someone, you tell it, and it just pushes the screen and knows.
You're scary good at this.
Dialer Pro, $250 introductory. And
See,
try it before you buy it.
That's so your mind. That is just you flexing your stupid
sucks.
muscles.
Are we gonna whore ourselves out?
Well, I don't know.
I ask you because
you're
like,
the what do I call you? The curator.
I know you're just the podcast expert. So if you're like Shane, we can make like $5,000 and no one cares.
Listen, man. For sure, we shouldn't be talking about it.
What would be funny is a potential sponsor listens to this. We're so fucked.
We're so fucked.
We're staying in the red forever.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm ready to move on.
Okay.
That's funny though. Scanways. Okay. College degree. So the blog.
Ooh, I'm passionate about this one.
Me too. The blog was your college degree is an excuse and a limitation.
Another blog of yours.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's an excuse and a limitation.
Yep.
So let
I
me
get
just
context,
interpret real quick.
Do it hard.
Unless you want to go first.
No,
Okay.
you should just dig a hole and die.
Thanks, friend. Okay, so college, an excuse. So it's an excuse to stay. It's an excuse to not push yourself.
I can remember vaguely. Like, want me to give you the quick vague one?
Yeah.
So some people hop in college, they're like, I'm getting my communications master's degree. I'm fucking around for like 4 years while I pretend that like I'm learning business lingo and I'm never going to actually do shit with anything because I'm scared of the real world and
Right.
I'm fucked, but I'm going to get this degree and then I'm going to make it. There's that guy.
And then it will come.
Yeah. So that's the limitation. That the concept is so many people lean on a degree like it's going to fucking matter.
Yeah.
However, there's context because I'm not a total retard all the time. Yeah, all the time.
Oh, okay, all the time, yeah.
So I said, here's why I think someone should get a degree. One, I'm not reading, I'm just glancing. But to climb a ladder, if you want to go climb a corporate ladder, like you want to go fucking be a tax attorney or you want to be a marketing something, like if you want to climb a ladder, some companies you have to have that fucking merit badge.
Yeah, it's a requirement.
Yeah. So perfect, go get your degree. If you want to go climb the corporate ladder, do it.
Yeah, it's going to serve a purpose directly related to what you're doing.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Go get your degree. If you need a degree to legally perform your job, that's a great fucking reason too.
Great
Doctor, lawyer.
Great reason.
What else did I put here? Social worker. Yeah, but it's legal, right?
Yeah, I feel like that one's a gray area, but yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, no, I think you have to have a degree to be a social worker.
Yeah, so perfect. Go get your fucking ticket and go ride the ride.
Yeah, get your piece of paper.
Yeah, go
get going.
Yeah, you'll feel better about yourself. I actually put that. The third one is if your degree will make you feel accomplished or worthy as a person.
Oh, God.
I'm just going to throw this out. It probably won't.
It won't.
And then you're going to take your degree to Starbucks and you'll no longer feel worthy.
And no one cares.
No one does.
No one cares.
No one, they probably don't even feel bad about your $200,000 debt.
No.
For fucking.
I mean, I don't think a lot of people realize that, like, when you're signing up for college, it's the same thing as, like, buying a house.
Put me in debt for life and give me a piece of paper that no one gives a fuck about.
Yeah. And I'm probably not going to be doing what this pertains
Most
to.
won't.
No.
I got a fucking international science of hole digging.
Cool, man. Cool. You're bagging my groceries.
I got a political major in Antarctica's grasslands. Is that a degree? Anyway.
It should be.
I'm so harsh on this.
I feel like it's very important.
I've watched a lot of people hang up on this.
I'm very critical.
Me too. Well, people hang up their whole lives on this.
Yeah. Okay, so I have my hands in both just because so my wife is in med school.
She needs that fucking degree.
She needs that.
It's legally
She
needed.
needs it.
Yeah.
And she thinks that school and university is needed.
It is. Legally.
Well, for her, yeah, but she thinks overall it just would make a better society if everyone went to college.
Oh, interesting. I'll have to talk to
your
missus.
Ask her about it. And me, so I just know about my interests. Like, I don't know so much about, like, the tax world, but, like, in technology, a lot of it is experience goes a lot further than a piece of paper.
I'd take the guy off the streets that's done it
Yeah.
over the guy who's certified.
Yeah, if you have a guy who's been coding and debugging for 4 years as opposed to a guy who's been studying for 4 years, you're going to take the guy with the experience.
Easy.
And that's just how the world is changing. You're needing it less and less.
How could a college keep up with the rate of technology? How do you fucking adjust your textbooks and teachers?
That's a good point.
Fuck.
That's a good point. You have a 40-year-old or a 40-year teacher
who could never make it in the industry they're teaching. By the way.
I don't know. That just shows you how they're sort of failing. But you're totally right on where they're like, if you need it legally or if you need the piece of paper, then by all means go do it.
Go get it. You need it.
But a lot of times it is used as an excuse to stall your life when you don't have it figured out.
I have why someone shouldn't get a degree.
Okay.
Here's one to open. Well, this. I have some conflict on this since I wrote this. So some people believe that a degree will open doors. So that's how I felt when I wrote this. I was like, it won't fucking open up any doors. You're gonna go through college. But however, I've talked with a handful of guys who are like, I made this connection in college, or I made this, or
Right.
So
I can see both sides.
There's a flaw in that.
But you've also hired people. You've probably hired a lot of people in your experience.
For sure.
You've probably hired both people, right? You've probably hired college educated and uneducated.
For sure.
So, I don't know.
Here's my feeling: like open doors.
You can get into places.
If it's truly about opening doors, go drop $100,000 and go to like fucking 20 badass conferences. You'll open more doors than you've ever opened in your life.
Yeah, I agree with that.
If it's open door.
I mean, this is coming from 2 dropouts, so let's be clear.
Yeah, let's just be clear. I am mad at the system because I dropped out.
Let's get that out of the
way. So this is my payback. University of Utah. Fucking class at 6:30 because I thought it was a good idea to get
Holy shit.
I really was like, if I have an early class, I'll get out of the way and then go play all day.
Oh, cool, man.
I didn't wake up for shit, dude.
You got to be asleep at 4:30 to get up for that.
I'd be strung out on ketamine and then fucking bail on class. Yeah. So yeah, college.
And you wrote this blog just pissed off that you missed class.
That's what I was thinking
just strung out in a Starbucks.
No, I wasn't strung out, but we'd have some hard nights, and there was no way I was going to school after a hard night.
Oh boy.
Yeah. If my boys are listening, this is not the way to do it.
No. Okay, so that's a good question, though. Yeah. You have 2 little ones.
Yeah.
When they become, like, when they graduate high school, are you going to push them in a certain way, or are you going to let them figure it out on their own? Do you think they need guidance in any way?
I'm going to fucking right-click this blog and send it to them. Be like, hey, you guys should think this through. Here's why you should and why you shouldn't.
Wow. Yeah, I guess that. It does have both sides.
Yeah.
It's a fairly balanced blog.
And you haven't even heard 2 and 3, dude.
Go ahead.
All right. Number 2, why you shouldn't get a degree. This is funny. So, like, some people feel like the degree will help them learn how to, like, think business, speak business, like, be part of the business community. Like, they've been sold the dream that the colleges own the keys to business. The colleges don't fucking own the keys to business. Getting in business, they own the keys to business. Yeah. Go even start with some startup firm or some marketing agency. Anything. Get involved. That's the keys to get in. That's how you learn how to speak it, how to do it. Here's another thing. If you go to like a college course on fucking business or finances, you learn the whole gamut of shit, and then go actually get in business, and you need to know like 3 of the 20 things.
Right.
But the college will sell you that you need to know ledgers and fucking minus accountability and depreciation cash flow. It's all fucking bullshit.
But you also learn a little about a lot.
Yeah.
You don't really dive deep into it as opposed to like...
it's just like a swath.
Like if you were to get in the workforce and really get in the environment you wanted to be in, you would learn a lot about a select few things that you used in daily business.
Yeah.
So you get really familiar.
Do you want to know what college is like? It's getting your...
Well, I've been there. But thank you. Yeah. Let's go. Tell me what your college was like.
College is getting the manual out of your car and studying the fuck out of that manual. When in reality, if you just drove the car, you'll realize there's like 6 things and you'll pick the others up as you go. How do you like that analogy?
That's pretty good.
All right.
I like that.
You're welcome. That was on the fly. The secret sauce in your ear hole. Here's another one. Here's my last one. Why you should? No, I have 4. Fuck. You're welcome.
You were passionate that day.
I was mad at my fucking old professor.
You probably got a student loan bill.
I didn't have much.
That's good.
My parents cleared that. Like I went to like 1 year. It was like $12,000.
That's good.
Yeah. All right. If you think that if you get a degree, the world will treat you differently, I have not noticed. Here's what I've noticed. In business, you get treated differently if you're winning or doing something cool. Not even you don't have to be making money. If you're working on something cool and people like you and believe in you, that gets you. You'll be treated differently. If you're an idiot with a piece of paper and you started some fucking ScanWiz, it's a bad idea.
ScanWiz.
I hate to say that to our sponsor.
First of all, don't ever say that again. Don't disparage one of our offshoots.
There probably is a ScanWiz.
Probably is.
Sorry.
It's probably like Branson, Missouri or something.
People are going to get scans of liquor bottles at ScanWiz and be like, what is...
This is so great.
Please scan your favorite liquor labels and send it to scanwiz.com.
And if you send us proof that you did it, we'll do something.
We'll shout you out.
Yeah. That's so amazing. I never even thought of that.
Yeah.
But you are right, though. Like, how often do you like, I just don't see it coming up very often
What?
in business.
Fuck.
Like the fact that you went through you jumped through these hoops and you passed this certification. Like, I just don't see it coming up very often. What I see more coming up is like your ideas, your challenges that you overcame, those types of things are what translate to other business people.
Yeah. Yeah, seriously. You want to know one of the only things that translates from a degree to a business conversation? There's guys that are in business that came up through financials. They're like CPAs or certified accountants.
Right.
Those guys have a little more clout when we talk financials because they know fucking down to the detail what's going on. Like, they've done it. They've been through like 50 companies' books.
Right.
So they have more clout, and it relates directly to their degree. They went and got schooled in accounting. Does it matter? It's valuable. Like,
So would you take an accountant with no degree?
Great fucking one. Probably not.
I don't think I would.
If they want to climb my ladder,
Yeah, I don't think I would either.
I need as a certain.
But I don't know if it's a requirement.
Here's the thing, though. It depends on your size of business. Because like small business accountants, you don't need a degree, but
That's a good
you end up
point.
crossing a level where I don't know, certain amount of revenue or people where you do need a pro to work through the details and the tax code and the
Right.
fucking all this.
That makes sense.
It's just where you're at in business.
Okay. Do you think that person could ever grow with your business?
For sure. And I
Really?
think here's another thing. It's very common for a bookkeeper to come up and stay in a company because there's still books to keep. There's still things to
Oh,
input
right.
and take out and checks to cut. And then you end up putting in more, strategic financial.
Is there anything at your business now, not Zen, but is there anything at your other business that you require a degree for? Or a college education? maybe?
Financial dude.
Financials?
Yeah, he has his degree.
But other than that, you're pretty open.
Yeah, I'm trying to think outside of financial what I feel uncomfortable with. Because I love the guy off the
Marketing?
street. I love the guy off the street. No,
Okay.
a marketing degree, fuck off.
Okay.
Like a guy
Which
who's
is interesting.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah.
But financial, it's like, yeah, it's something about
As money.
I want him to know. I want to know that he knows the ins and outs.
The thing is they make it so fucky. Like the government just
Fucky.
makes it so shitty.
They do. They create an industry.
Yeah, you almost have to learn the language.
You want to know what I'm convinced of? Legal people. There's an unwritten. Remember the unwritten podcast rule?
Yeah.
I think there's an unwritten legal rule where they know the more they fuck with stuff and inflate it and make it horrible and worthless and mean nothing, the more they all have jobs.
It's a
So
monopoly.
I think they all are just like, oh, let's just fucking make this
Yeah.
miserable and impossible to read and horrible, and then we all have more business.
Yeah. Think about trying to learn Walker's financials, or maybe I can cut that out, but
No,
think
that's fine.
about diving through the financials right now, knowing what you know. It would be almost impossible for.
It would just fucking suck.
Maybe you would know it better, but I'm just like, just diving in with no background information. You know what I mean? Like, it would be near impossible to fucking navigate.
I've been at Walker since 7, and I'm at a point now where, and I've always understood enough.
Okay, that was the wrong question for you.
No, but I've always understood enough.
Yeah.
But I'm just now at a level where like, it's not advanced by any means. But I'm getting. How would I even say what threshold I've crossed? I can speak the speak.
Okay.
I've been around enough, but it's still. I mean, still when I talk to our financial dude, it's still embarrassing. Like I'm like, what's this like one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I guess a more appropriate question would be, would you ever apply for a job doing financials, having your experience?
No way.
No, you couldn't.
I'm
right?
not even. I can't even touch it.
Okay.
Can't even fucking touch it.
See?
Another thing that he's my friend, but the guy at Walker, he flies around Excel on a keyboard.
Oh.
It looks amazing.
No mouse.
No mouse ever.
Yeah.
He's like,
Dude.
he's like quantum table physics with latched
Just think
secret
about if
cells.
you gave him the fucking keys to the tick sheet. Oh God.
Oh man.
They
Starch
say
socks everywhere.
the less you can use your mouse, the faster you are.
He is so fast.
Yeah.
We'll be sitting there and he'll be like presenting financials and be like, "Oh yeah, you know, I'm here on this," and we're like, "There's a projection for it."
You're
It's
like, what?
Fuck, dude.
That's pretty sweet.
You're good. He's done it a lot.
Cool.
Here's the last one. This one's an easy one. Because your parents want you to get a degree. Here's the best thing. If your parents fucking haven't done shit and then they really want you to get a degree because that'll mean something.
That's
I'm so
their-
awful.
You are
I have
awful.
I have a bone to pick with degrees.
Dude.
I've watched it hold back people.
Yeah, I've used a lot of. I've watched a lot of people use education as like a stall.
It's a crutch, man.
It's a total crutch.
Just want to get out as soon as I get my degree.
And now you're 28 and you've never had a full-time job.
No, but you've been to some badass sorority parties.
But yeah, but you have 3 art degrees. Cool, man.
Yeah.
Go be a photographer.
Huge ass debt.
Go to National Geographic up.
Yeah, even though you're gonna end up fucking taking pictures of McDonald's new menu lineup for that's even too good. No, you won't.
No,
you'll be taking like fucking Apollo burgers.
Yeah.
Why
Gualbertos.
am I picking people out?
I don't know why.
Apollo burger's pretty good. I feel like my
Yeah.
aggression is
They're local though, so we probably won't catch too much heat.
true, and they're good. So,
But
go,
you're
go eat
right.
an Apollo burger.
I mean, I'm trying to push past. You're right. I mean, I don't know. I just think people use it as a.
Yeah. So I'm taking shots at the crutch.
It's okay to be unsure about your future.
Hey, at ScanWiz too, you can
Fuck,
you
dude.
can throw your favorite hamburger on your copier, send them a scan, and they'll send you a coupon for your favorite hamburger. They can recognize what patty it is.
Really?
Yeah.
What if you have-
Scanwiz.com/ShaneTrain.
So you're talking like bun, patty, bun.
They know.
Okay.
It's an algorithm.
Oh, okay.
They're
So there's like metadata in the bun.
There's an advanced. They're just an advanced company.
Cool.
This is ridiculous.
Hamburger recognition.
We got a Gambay on hamburger. One day, I'll catch some flack over something, but I don't think
That's
anyone
fine.
listens, so it's cool. It's just me and you, man.
Even bad press is press, right?
Yeah.
At this point.
What if we get fucking a hate letter from Apollo? Or from ScanWiz.
Or
Quit
from
sending us fucking scans of burgers and liquor
It's just gonna
bottles.
start with you guys. Stop.
First off, let me verify they're real. And if they're real, we should send people to them for the rest of ever for the wrong.
Is it WHIZ?
Let's find out what's real, and then we'll send them there. ScanWiz. Whoa, it doesn't exist. How?
WIZ does.
WIC?
Z. Scan WIZ like Wiz Khalifa.
Whoa, mine didn't work. Yours works?
Scan Wiz, bruh.
Okay, perfect. We have an unofficial sponsor. We're gonna fuck their lives up.
Holy shit.
Another thing too, with ScanWiz, you send in your scan of your favorite pornography, and they will send you a copy of the real magazine.
Magazine. The fucking.
Or
They'll send you in a DVD.
yeah, or fax your favorite porno in for an instant DVD exchange.
Fax.
Can we get in trouble for this? All right, no one's listening.
We're gonna find out.
All right, okay, I have a new one
Okay.
out of my folder of death.
I just want to mention. You came prepared.
Yeah, dude,
I'm impressed.
have we? You good on time?
I'm good.
We're an hour 15 in.
I'm good.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's just. I'm good for another 30. Let's see.
This is. You need to.
Shooting documentary tonight.
Oh, you are.
More fucking stoof. It'll be cool though. All right. Break
Should
up.
we hold off on these?
No,
Okay.
no, we're doing halfies.
All right.
I got shit to do. All right. Should we Gambay?
Yeah, let's Gambay.
Gambay.
ShaneTrain.com/shop.
/ScanWiz. All right. This is called the breakup and schedule method. I had to write.
Misleading.
Yeah. I had to write a book, and it had to get done. That's a given. And I couldn't get myself to do it because it was just fucking this big giant thing, and it was like, it was killing me. And it was like, just fucking write a chapter, write a whatever.
So you're talking like breaking it out.
Yeah, my method just never worked because it was vague. And so literally one time when I was scheduled to write, it was like a Friday in a coffee shop, and I'm like, I'm supposed to write. I said, no, this one, I'm going to line out the whole book. And I just was like, this is custom for me. So I put time slots in my calendar. It's kind of boring, but it works. Chapter 1, study and brain dump. Next week, Chapter 1, read and revise. Chapter 1, fix issues and edits. Chapter 1, final revision. And then no shit, if you have a project, look at this. This is my schedule for the book.
Holy shit.
Yeah, pages 22 to 23, November 27th. Pages 24 to 27, November 7th. On and on and on. And so it seems stupid. However, if you go through the pain of breaking up and scheduling something big, just go through the pain, break it out, make it micro little doses, and then throw it in your calendar, and all you have to do is show up for that one stupid little thing. And you can just rest, you can let your brain go and go, this will be done
You
on
know what you're
time
doing.
and done. If I just show up to one little thing at a time.
Right.
If you ever have a big thing, man.
I also think for you, it probably was a breakthrough when you started to outline it like that. And it was going in your calendar.
Yeah.
Like, I think the act of you doing that was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. It's commitment,
Which
too.
was huge, probably.
Think about this secret sauce. How long have I been ready to do this?
Oh,
My whole life. But like months.
Half a year?
Yeah.
Probably.
I got it. I printed it out. I did it. I'm ready. And then today I was
Yeah, man, I just need to block out. Ooh, the next 5 months are looking busy.
I hate myself. But yeah, that's the case. That's accurate.
How many times over the last 6 months have you just been sitting at home with nothing to do?
Watch. Better yet,
Just watching
I happened
Snoop
to watch
League.
all of Breaking Bad in the last 2 months.
Yeah.
So there's some time.
So thanks,
There's
man.
some time. But yeah, I
Take
really
this
care.
podcast
I care about
seriously.
you and the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We only got like.
But wait, are you done with this?
Kinda.
Oh,
It's pretty
okay.
simple.
All right. But
Let's give a for instance.
let me. Okay, go ahead. Give your for instance.
No, like, you got anything big you got to do? I'm gonna chop it up for you. I'm gonna break it up. and schedule
You're
it.
the big guy.
All right, here, the video studio.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
We could just take that fucker on, which we will do, and we could nail it because I'm excited enough. But let's say I wasn't excited. Let's say I was like, fuck, I don't want to do that video. I would say, this day, order gear. Day 2, order cables. Day 3, KSL. Day
You're
4,
gonna do this when you go.
pick up. Day
You're
6,
just so excited.
pick up keyboard. Day, pick up table. Hook up. Strap check. And then like dry run. Post it. Edit. So sorry.
Okay.
I just fucking. See how many listeners we just lost?
Was this pre-tick sheet?
October 6, 2015. Yeah.
Whoa.
So I was fucking around with Tiki
You were on the
stuff.
road.
I was developing a habit.
This is like wow.
Whoa.
But you also mentioned something in there that you're maybe it's everyone in your position, but calendar. You are
Yeah.
such a calendar guy.
Yeah, is that good or bad, man? I
I
know
don't
it's
know.
functional, but is it good for your health?
Well, it depends on how much access you have to the calendar and when. Like if you're looking at it before you go to bed, you can't sleep, so you're looking at it, and then you wake
No.
up and you're looking at it. That's
No.
not healthy.
No, I usually just wake up and look, and I know my day.
Yeah. Well, that's good.
Here's one
Does
thing.
it keep
though-
you on track, you think, or
Yeah, I get
Really?
so much done. I mean, you've seen
all
it.
because of the calendar?
You've seen it, right?
I've seen your calendar for sure.
Fucking like. That's how my days go by.
Yeah. Interesting. And so, I guess when you have that many, it's sort of
Look
like
at
the
this.
tick sheet.
Fucking flight, dude, man.
Yeah.
Documentary, shoot, Zoom.
It's just too much to remember.
Fuck.
You would miss a lot of stuff.
Yeah, I will say, it will feel nutty. And productivity isn't always productive. For instance, this
There's some
this
more
is going to
sauce.
kill me. Like I look at my next week or two, this is going to kill me. So I feel like if you're going to turn into a calendar junkie, this works. So I specifically gave it to my assistant, and I'm like, schedule me a full day off every month to just do nothing.
Mm.
And I arrive to that day, and it's all blocked. Nothing's there, and I'm like, fuck yeah.
What do you
Sadly,
do?
I usually come to Zen and fuck do something, but I like what I do. It's fun.
Okay.
But like you've seen days when I'm like, hey man, I'm here to float, and then
Yeah,
I'll
yeah,
go
yeah.
you get a sandwich, and
Right.
anyway,
That makes sense.
so you got a calendar downtime,
Yeah.
and then follow it, kinda. Yeah. Good luck with that.
Yeah. Okay.
You want some more sauce in your ear hole?
Yeah. But you just
Keep it
you
dirty.
shot some sauce, just barely.
Keep it dirty. Yeah.
Productivity doesn't always have to be productive. Is that what you were
No,
saying?
I was bored. So this is not taking in nights or weekends, but I was bored in my workday for the first time this year. It was like last week.
No way.
Yeah. I was like,
That is not
everywhere
you.
I looked, stuff was done. I was like,
What?
yeah, and I tried to find something like,
Because you are like, how can I be productive?
yeah.
What can I do?
What's the next fucking thing?
What can I do?
Yeah.
And you had delegated everything, or you have it's running the way you intended. And
Yeah,
it's-
everything was like just right in the world, and I actually was uncomfortable.
So what'd you do?
I probably Amazoned.
Fuck.
I
Dude.
think I bought a plant.
Oh my god.
I don't know.
See, this is why you can't be left to yourself with nothing to do.
Oh,
You've
fuck.
got to have stuff to do.
Yeah, dude.
Actually, Amazon would say otherwise, but
True. I'm keeping them bandless. So everything that you hear on today's podcast, it comes with. It's secret sauce, but that's not pure joy. It's
No.
just sauce. Anyway,
fuck.
all right. ScanWiz.
ScanWiz.
All right.
Do you think ScanWiz? Do you think ScanWiz is going to live beyond this?
I don't know, but for our first 100 listeners that scan porn and send it in ScanWiz, we will give you a free shout out as a group. So
Perfect.
We will say on.
I'm actually mad at you. The more you talk about them, the fucking angrier I get.
Please fax in your favorite liquor bottle label.
Go ahead.
Okay. The 3 agreements every entrepreneur must make. I wrote this in June of 15.
Whoa.
Okay, I had a little bit of a different mind frame.
This was 3 years ago.
Yeah, a little bit different mind frame.
Okay.
So I came up with these 3 agreements. If you make it, it'll guarantee you success in this lifetime. I'm reading this for the first time in a while.
That's very absolute.
Oh, God. This is pretty aggressive, man. The first agreement you got to make if you're going to make it is I'm willing to die on this success treadmill. That's pretty aggressive.
That's pretty aggressive.
But
true.
I think the mentality is you got to be willing to die.
Yeah. That's fair.
At all costs.
Mm-hmm.
With everything against you.
You've got to go down with the ship.
Second agreement, I believe all obstacles are perfectly designed for my benefit, which is a hard one. Think of recent obstacles. Is that designed for my benefit? Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, probably.
I think so.
Probably
in the
fucking
long
so.
run,
Yeah.
I think so.
So I still agree with that agreement.
That's a pretty solid. Yeah.
On my third one.
Yeah.
I'm willing to think, speak, and act as if I'm already a great success. Whoa.
Yeah, it's sort of like the fake it till you make it.
They act small, they get treated small. I'm just kind of catching up with where I was in 15.
I like that.
Fake it till you make it, but like...
To a certain point.
Yeah, like you actually can't lie.
Yeah, you have
But you
to
can
be
believe
able
in
to-
yourself so much that whatever feels right, man.
Yeah. You have
But
to
you
be able to make it.
But don't lie. Like, yeah, I got fucking 10 employees and I'm the CEO of... Oh, dude, how many people are
That's
CEOs?
rough. So many CEOs.
Dude, go to fucking LinkedIn and it's CEO of like grandma's vase.com
Oh
or
my
whatever.
God.
That's pretty common. You want to know a guy I know, he was in an industry where, what was it? It was either marketing or law, and everyone was like, Barlow and Associates, Mitchell and Associates. So you want to know what he did? Because he's like, I'd call Barlow and I'd talk to Barlow, and I'd call Mitchell and I'd talk to Mitchell. So he's like, so I created a company with a different last name than mine. So when they called, it seemed like I was bigger than I was.
Interesting.
So he just picked a random last name, something like Johnson and Associates. They called and he's like, yeah, this is Michael Christopherson, and he seemed big.
Whoa.
Isn't that weird?
That's some like
Next
yeah.
level.
That's next level. How many? This might not be totally accurate, but how many like Instagram models have you seen where they're like actors, singer-songwriters?
I don't Instagram.
Oh fuck.
I'm the
Never
wrong-
mind,
I'm the
dude.
wrong guy for that question.
Never mind.
I think I'm bailing on that. It's long and
I don't care.
I don't feel it. How about campfire happiness?
Okay.
Oh fuck.
No, you said the title.
Okay.
You said it.
Oh, my fear is that I'll have to read a little of it.
Read.
All right, fuck.
If it's anything like the bio for what's his name, you got it.
Okay.
Season 1 callback. Go listen
Ooh, I
to it.
referred to bathtub philosophy on
my
this.
God,
This
you
is a
have to read
throwback to bathtub.
Go, I'm muting.
All right, god damn it. Happiness is like campfire. Feeling of good warmth is like feeling good warmth of a bath.
Holy shit, you were an
I
asshole
need
in
to be-
2015.
I need to be shot.
You
Here,
were
try
all
this on.
artistic and shit.
This is hard. This is like reading like when I was a kid. All right. So like happiness, if you don't do anything, it'll burn out and go away. You got to maintain happiness. God, I hate this. I don't. Why are you? You're making me do this. I could have skipped this.
Nope.
Like fires, happiness needs to be built and maintained. I already
Is
said
this a
that.
blog post?
Yeah, it's an old one. It's an oldie but goodie. Hold on. A fire can be shared with others if it's burning well.
Fuck yeah,
God,
dude.
I hate myself more. Last but not least,
You were in your 30s when you wrote this.
still in my thing. Happiness or warmth is not supposed to be felt all the time. You'll have to be cold to enjoy the warmth of a fire. You'll have to
There's your
leave.
bath philosophy.
Yeah, you'll have to leave the fire to enjoy it more when you get back.
Perfect.
And yes, being too warm all the time is as bad as being cold. Nah, you can see a
This
little.
is how you think through things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You need contrast.
that makes sense.
You need to be cold to enjoy warmth.
I like this.
Wow. Wow. I don't think I got a whole lot more.
Any other tidbits that stick out.
Let me go through. Do you want on this one?
Yeah.
Fuck. I
I'm-
don't know if you're being sarcastic.
No, I'm all in on the campfire ideology.
All right. Okay. Here we go. Sticks. These are the things that I'm learning.
You lost me at sticks.
I'm learning this again. Sticks. These are the things that are light and easy that make you happy easy. Friends, good food, fun times, vacation, pleasure. Throw a handful and your happy fire will be warm in no time.
That's so good.
Sticks lack the ability to keep you warm for a long amount of time. Keep gathering sticks and they keep burning away. All right, we're still there. Are you following me?
Yeah, I like that.
I'm a little young in this. Logs. I'm curious about logs because I forgot.
I'm younger now than you were when you wrote this, so.
Yeah. Logs. These are things like, family, helping people, being healthy, being honest, creating things. Crucial for long, hot fires. I'm still halfway
Yeah.
understandable.
Your point remains valid.
Sparks.
Sparks.
Goddamn. These are things that ignite the fire. These are positive thoughts. Happiness comes from positive thought. Someone must take a happiness spark and apply it to something.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah,
You're not going to know the answer to this.
'kay.
But when you wrote this, were you struggling?
Probably.
Okay.
I don't know. Who knows, man?
I
Let
just
me
wondered.
just look at the date.
No, I just not necessarily struggling, but like
May 15.
this is coming from this when you're reading those, it sounds like you just had a realization and you're like, "Oh my god, I got to write this down."
Yeah, it seems very journally.
Yeah. It wasn't I'm not saying that to make fun or like seriously, like
I don't know where
it sounds like, maybe you were writing that down because you wanted like you just learned this lesson and you wanted to put it out there.
I was a year married, going into summer. No kids. Yeah, probably on a high, man.
Interesting.
To recap, the world without effort will be a cold place.
To recap, good food are sticks.
You'll need wood for your fire, Mason. Not just one size. You also need spark. I kind of want to punch my younger self.
Listen, you need a mix of big sticks and logs.
Fuck yeah, you do.
To fill your holes.
I even give types of fires.
Oh my god, please.
I don't know,
please.
man.
Come on.
All sparks and sticks, just logs.
So we can
all
take your
wood, no
examples and
spark?
kind of figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay.
You fucking fill in the blanks.
Good blog, man.
Our listeners are slow though, so
That's true. You
I
just
think
called
we're related to all of our listeners.
We are.
All right. I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna do that. That's just long and.
Can I just see it?
Yeah. It's fucking heavy, and I don't think.
This has been a theme, though.
Yeah. I mean, I could hit it, but it's gonna feel like that last one.
You should touch on it.
Fuck.
You put it in the folder.
Okay. There is an art to the climb of life. I really relate it to climbing a mountain. So, just to explain what climbing a mountain is like, so you can compare it later. If you're ever gonna go climb a mountain, it always starts with falling in love with the end. You want to fucking get to the top and see the mountain and the amazing hike, and it's easy and fucking you know that.
Yeah.
Fall in love. It's easy. Next step, you get a taste of reality. You have to prepare. It's no big deal, whatever. But it's like the excitement's increasing. You arrive at the mountain and it seems a little bigger than you thought, and you're like, "Well, fuck!" And then you start hiking and you're like, "What the fuck? Like, what did I do?"
Yeah.
You're gonna have to cross a river and climb a dill and spray bug spray, and it's fucking all of a sudden. All of a sudden, your little Instagram hike is kind of shitty.
Right.
Right? This is real
Yeah,
life.
this is
You're
real
like,
life.
You're like, fuck this. I'd rather be watching Breaking Bad.
This sucks.
Yeah. You're tired. It's hard. You're only 25% up. It gets tough, you know. I talk about how you get beat. You cross the halfway point, and when you cross the halfway point of your hike, turning back doesn't make sense anymore because, fuck, it's the same thing. Like, go up or go down. Why
Okay.
might as well go up. And then you kind of fall into the groove, and towards the end, it feels like you're just a machine. It was all worth it. You made it, and it's accomplishment. You arrived at the summit.
Okay.
You get the concept of that. I think everyone's
I
felt
understand
that.
the concept.
It's like the feeling of fucking, I want to break dance. Oh, yeah, look at this video. And then you go actually do it, and it's like, fuck this. And then you just suffer, and then you begin to see light, and it's been a year, and I can't break dance. But, yeah.
I get that.
Okay, so you get the concept.
I get the concept.
All right.
I'm with you.
Now, let me explain what I might be mad. I'm very
Okay.
unclear where my head's
Okay.
at. So
I love this.
I don't have a date, so we don't know when I was mad. Here we go. Let me explain what I see in most people that set out to achieve something in the same hiking
Oh,
scenario.
shit.
I'm very aggressive in my blog. They spend way too much time looking at the potential hikes and trying to decide which one to take. Take, for example, the fucking confused college person.
Right.
Oh, I don't know if I want to be a political science or a grass major in Greenland or a fucking a biometric hacker for the political union of the UK. So,
dude, you're way too good at riffing.
I know. So, like, but you know what I mean? The
Yes.
potential hikes?
Yes.
I don't know if I want to start a fucking marble company or a condom company. You know what I mean?
Look, those are your toes. That's so good.
Yeah.
I'm with you.
They haven't even been on a fucking hike yet.
And you haven't even started a hike.
Fucking go hike.
You haven't even narrowed it down.
Yeah, you're just Instagramming and fucking your life up.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's what I see. That's why I saw it when I wrote this. Prep time. The common belief of underachievers is that the gear gets you to the summit. If they have the right shoes, the right snacks, and the right maps, they could fucking make it. I see that constantly.
I'm with that.
They're like, I gotta get this, gotta get the degree,
Yeah.
gotta get fucking business, gotta get the right computer, gotta get and they fucking burn up the money, burn up the time, burn
up the interest.
Yeah, burn up the interest,
Just,
the gusto, just fucking ugh. They go to fucking Patagonia. No, they go to. Let me just rip on people. They go to REI and they get the windproof tent and the fucking the cold saving lotions. And
they get the cup that unfolds.
Yeah, and they fucking get.
They get the little fucking gas lamp.
Oh fuck yeah!
The
they
Coleman
get waterproof matches and fucking a life straw in case they never see society again.
Straw.
This is the life of like people out to do something.
By the way, Sean's sitting there like, I have all those.
Yeah,
I have everything you just said in my truck.
Yeah, and it will charge your phone. So like, fuck you.
You ever wanted to play ping pong and drink from a stream at the same time?
You ever wanted to fucking charge your shoe so I can start your tube socket?
We're going to use the power of the stream to charge your iWatch.
We're going to CNC air so that it fits anything.
That's so good.
You can charge your tooth. I don't know what that means.
It's perfect.
We got to take Sean shots.
It's perfect. Anyway.
All right.
So they go out and they buy all the gear, and that's what they're focused on.
They think the gear matters.
The gear
They're
matters.
fucking jacking off at REI.
Right.
Perfect.
Jacking off at REI.
Okay.
We should have them sponsor us.
We should.
After that.
We'll get them this episode. All right. So another thing. It's just funny to read. The underachiever buys the expensive gear. They fucking go hard on the site, the software. They go hard on the business license, the fucking camera, the computer, the fucking, hey, Mom and Dad, can I have like this for fucking... And they go hard, you know? They go hard on the gear and the stuff. And so what I said was, I'm sorry, but there's no way you can fully prepare for what you'll need right now on this hike. Like, you need to go fucking start hiking and understand what you need. This is where a lot of people get stuck. Okay, so I say the thoughts of all that they need or all that may go wrong are very overwhelming, and so you end up focusing too much on the gear and the hike and the map and the matches. And then so now you're so invested that what if they don't make it? Because like when you haven't hiked the mountain yet, you're still a good hiker that hasn't been on a hike.
Right.
If you go hike the mountain, you fucking suck. Then you're a shitty hiker.
Then you're a shitty
hiker. So if you never leave, you're never. Money. Yeah, if you don't leave, you're never a shitty hiker. This is weird. All right. Just seeing how I wrap this up with all my aggression.
I love it.
All right, here I go. I just give like this is how I would hike. This is what I say. And I still like it. Take one day, choose your summit, just fucking go hike. Like, seriously, do one thumb flip on Instagram and pick the best looking thing.
Perfect.
Cool. Go hike. It might not be the right hike. It doesn't fucking matter. You'll go on a lot of hikes. Eventually, you'll find the summit that's worth going for. You don't know until you try. So get hiking. The right gear, website, computer, all that crap. Just, I say, quit that shit. Get the essentials so you don't die. Like, what will prevent you from dying? You need some shoes. You need probably some clothing.
And a bottle of water.
Snacks and bottle of water. Get hiking. You'll know what you need as you get there. And don't use gear, opportunity, or connections as a crutch for getting your sorry ass in the game. I'm so aggressive.
You are so aggressive.
I'm like an aggressive blogger.
To be honest, it was probably softball season. You were probably like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You were probably right in the heat of the
swole.
game. Yeah.
Just a chest.
It's fine.
All right. Now you've chosen your summit. You've got enough gear. You arrive at the parking lot, and I say, get the fuck out of the car and begin the hike. You will know what to do when you arrive. Don't let your weak mind take over and talk you...
weak mind.
So good.
Don't let your pansy-ass mind... Fuck.
I say don't let your weak mind take over and talk you out of anything. Know that your mind will try and turn you back every chance it gets. Just remember that's the old you. And then all I say is stare at the path in front of you. Concern yourself with only the next step. Look up when necessary. Fight through pain. Push through comfort zone. Ignore the fear. I say grind, baby, grind.
Awesome.
Remember, the harder it is now, the less people will be at the top when you get there, so you can enjoy it on your own.
Yeah.
Less competition.
I like that.
You reach the halfway point. You've done more than you knew you could. Turning back doesn't make sense, which is normal. You're a machine.
Does that imply that some people would think about turning back halfway?
I see so many times when it's like getting out of the car is what scares people off. It's like, whoa, like the reality of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take it all in.
Think about this too. I don't know if you've witnessed any of this, and I think Monique would be cool with me mentioning her. But Monique dove into a business, and it's fucking heavy and huge and hard.
Yeah.
Like fucking everywhere you look is challenge and strife, and
Yeah.
I've watched her. She just ducks her head down and goes. Like it won't even make sense. You don't even know where her hike's going. It's shitty.
Right.
It's hard. It's through bushes. She doesn't even know if she's headed to a summit.
Yeah.
But she just keeps hiking next step, next step, next step.
Right.
And I feel like that mentality, she'll find her way somewhere. Might
Yeah.
not even be on that mountain.
Right.
But,
But,
like,
at least she just picked one, went with it. There will be more hikes.
She's learned a lot.
Right.
She's a better hiker.
Yeah.
So I don't think she'd mind me mentioning that. Cool, man. That's the gist.
The fact that you weren't going to read that, asshole.
You like that one?
Yeah. Because how many times have we seen, like, they have all the best of this, they've spent all their money on this program, and it's going to transform their, you know what I mean? It's just like, they're not putting in the work where it counts.
Sadly, what if my truth is telling people that when they bring it up?
That's a big truth, though.
Yeah, and can they handle that? And can your relationship handle that? It's probably a light relationship. Interesting.
It's hard. It's near impossible to sit here and say yes or no.
Yeah, it's situational. It's personal. It's relational.
Yeah, but I do think there are situations where it totally applies.
Yeah.
I mean, it's totally appropriate, I should say.
Think about the people who are great at sports or things or I don't know, sports or things or fucking anything.
Sports or things.
Anything that requires
A
talent.
podcast with Shane.
Yeah.
Sports or things.
Is their story like I had rich parents and the best of everything? It's usually like fucking I played with a broken ball and I had to borrow shoes or I had to do this or my first this was shitty and horrible. And those ones are the greatness. And they appreciate the gear as they go along. I really feel like this is like, for instance, I'm guilty of this. When I was a kid, I wanted this certain badass bike. It was like a
BMX.
Yeah, and it was like really light and really great, and I knew I'd be a better biker, right?
Yeah.
And my other friends just fucking like biked, and they didn't really have a lot of options, and they were better bikers, and I got the nice bike, and I still fucking sucked.
Yeah, me too.
So, a lesson to learn is like it's not the fucking bike, man.
Yeah, but how do you say that to someone?
How do I say that
it's
to my kid?
Yeah, how do you say that to your kid? Like, look, you got a frame and two wheels. Just go.
I wonder if you could pick it out where it's like once you've mastered this one, we'll get you the next one or something. But then how do you say like you've? I don't know, man.
Yeah, but
this is a hard one.
But the thing is you're sort of starting with a clean slate, right? Like if your parents were to go back and explain that to you after you had gotten the best bike and that was how you thought things went, it would be near impossible. But for your kids, like they don't have like what you tell them in the beginning is what it's going to be. So if you just explain to them that there's a starting point and it goes when you go, then they'll just think that's how the world works.
Yeah, I like that.
So.
Said it early. And two, like what if they need to see that as a lesson in their life of like, hey, I got this thing and it didn't make a difference.
Yeah, I mean, aside from material things, like I've seen plenty of people, especially my family, that like never had to really learn how to work for anything. Yeah. And when that's gone, they just flounder.
Dude.
I mean, they just sink.
My kids will not miss that one.
Yeah. So I think there is a lot of and you notice that the people who have a lot of resentment or whatever are the ones that grow up with everything.
Yeah.
And a lot of adults end up thanking their parents when they had to struggle, when they had to find out on their own. So
because then they're like independent and capable. Whereas the other ones are like handicapped.
Yeah. I'm 27. I know people that still don't know how to work.
Yeah, they never built the muscle. They never learned it.
It's just not in their vocabulary.
And it wasn't even their choice. They were just handicapped by their circumstances.
But it's sort of fucked up, right? Because like your job as a parent is to make it the best. But what's the definition of best?
It's a weird balancing act.
Yeah. It's impossible.
But I think the skills are the best. I think
skills.
I think raising like a well-rounded, hardworking, honest, like stuff that if you die and all the money goes, like they'll be okay.
Yeah.
I think that's the best gift.
I guess less materialistic, more life skills.
Yeah, quit worrying about the life fucking insurance and worry more about will they survive if I was vanished and the money vanished.
Makes sense.
That's kind of my focus.
That's a good way to do it.
Yeah.
Is that something you've realized in like the last little while?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, 5 years maybe.
Wow.
Like witnessing like, holy shit.
It's
in
crazy.
fact, the best thing you could give them would be like a good work ethic and.
So let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
When it's bath time, do you throw those little fuckers in a nice cold bath?
I do.
And then you just
Say,
crank
Isn't
it?
it nice to want? And they're like crying.
Do you like it?
Please, Daddy.
It's
Please.
so fucked up.
We're so cold.
Just some warm.
Life's cold.
You're not always going to be warm,
Doesn't
son.
it feel good to want? I'm such a nurturing, sensitive dad, too. I'm going to have to, like, hold myself to actually... Yeah. My battle will be consequences.
It's going to be a learning experience for both parties.
Yes. Welcome to parenthood.
Yeah.
Dude, you've reached the fucking a la carte round.
Let's go.
Look at all these. I have, like, a series of one-liners from all sorts of dates.
I like it.
And I am reading these for the first time in probably months. That one time I prepped, it looks like. Oh, August of 17. I was doing
Dude, August of 17.
Oh, God.
That's almost a year.
So I've been busy, bro.
Holy shit. That's like, what is that, 8 months?
We've been through some shit.
We have been.
All right. I'm an a la carte. I do got a wiggle and line. I'm good. I got 20.
Okay.
All right. Testosterone. Quick update is testosterone's great, and your body will take shape. You'll get leaner. You get more muscle.
Your
more
balls
energy.
shrink.
Balls, they go slightly down a notch.
Just give an update on
just
that.
To keep that real. However, how I feel about testosterone right now is I would try and jack my natural levels, and if I couldn't get them up to like nearing 700, I would then go to just giving it, just adding it.
You just throw in the towel. And
Yeah. Right now I'm gonna try. I've gone hard testosterone. I'm sure levels are good. I'll have to get that checked. But I'm curious what my body can produce without it. Without just.
Do you think it'll be less now that you've been doing the injections?
I've been doing HCG, so it maintains your natural system and thyroid stuff. So
Okay.
I'm gonna see what I can do. But testosterone works like a charm. But there is a feeling of like, I wonder what my body could do. So if I was to give anyone advice now, I'd say, see how high you can get it naturally. And I say naturally. There's precursors.
Right.
There's like injectable precursors. So there's some pretty hard natural routes.
So, and you didn't explore any of them. You just went right to step 3.
Yeah, I got my reading back, and I was like 300 or
Sign me
2 something,
up.
and I was like, fuck yeah. Well, I was a candidate, and I listened to a book, and I'm still a good candidate. It fits, and my levels are probably good. But now I'm curious, like, what could these little fucking balls produce, bro?
Fuck. I'm just gonna leave that.
Yeah, let's just leave it.
But yeah. I'm curious about why though.
What?
Why are you shying away from the injections now?
Just going for it? I'm already in this deep?
No, I'm not saying you should one or another. I'm just saying like what has something changed? Because like 4 months ago, you were like when we did our testosterone episode, you seemed like you were an advocate.
I'm still an advocate. I guess there's a little bit of skin breakout. It's a little
Oh,
side effect. I don't think that would happen as much in a natural
right.
producing setting. And even like where I inject high on my thighs is like that breaks out just a little.
Oh, okay.
It comes in waves, so like you feel it.
As far as mood and
No, just it kind of energy and vigor. Like it waves a little bit with the shot with the
interesting.
injections.
So like initially you get high and then you sort of level out
Yeah.
toward the end of the month or whatever.
Yeah, it kind of feels like
The
that.
week.
So I just wonder, like, what would a natural system feel like? Would it reduce some of the side effects, and then you would feel like right now, if I travel, I know I got to figure out something. I either gotta go bigger injection or
Have you been through the airport with any of this stuff?
no. I've just gone big and then let it ride
Fuck.
because I don't want to do needles, and HCG has to be refrigerated. So there's
Yeah.
some shitty stuff. It's not all easy.
There are a few drawbacks.
Yeah,
Okay.
but here's the final thought on testosterone: is if you're low, do something
Yeah.
because it's pretty cool what bringing it up will do.
What about mental before we move on?
Yeah, mental, you just get more.
Any reason to stop?
Oh no.
Okay.
And in fact, I've been on a ton of medications. Medications fuck with your brain.
Yeah.
You will. You're
I
never
mean,
gonna.
the chemistry.
You're never gonna lose your personality, which I used to worry about. You
Yeah.
you kind of just you think or you fire a little differently, but you're still you.
Hmm.
But like medications have fucked with my brain. Testosterone is just like an overall like yeah, you're a little more ambitious. You're a little more confrontational. You'll put up with a little less, but it's not like a mental roller coaster.
Right.
It's very smooth.
Okay.
You hardly know.
It's sort of like a myth, or maybe not a myth, but like a preconceived notion that that first injection, before it even hits your bloodstream, you're like aggro.
Yeah.
So that's interesting to hear. And I haven't noticed any more. You haven't been more aggro.
No, it was like it was just a little.
Yeah.
And actually, more than aggro, it just felt like a little more stand my ground.
Okay.
It's just a little more like
A little more manly.
Yeah. A little more fucking Old Spice. Fuck yeah.
I will just say, since you started taking testosterone, you bought a truck and put a bullet on your hood. So a 50 cal bullet antenna.
Side effects. You're gonna buy a
Fuck.
fucking Silverado. It's badass.
Just a couple
You're
snowmobiles.
probably gonna subscribe to Metal Militia.
Hell yes.
Yeah.
Okay. If I see a monster sticker on that back window, I will fire you as my boss.
Probably gonna go No Fear.
No fear. I like that.
Do they exist?
I don't know.
If you scan your No Fear sticker and send it to scanwiz.com, they'll send you a free dildo. if we get sued by Scanwiz.
You were just going to get like 7 cease and desists. Just from everybody.
All right.
Okay.
This is the a la carte round.
All right.
Trust. Okay.
Nope. Continue.
All right. Trust the universe when things get weird. Still working on that one. Things do not make sense.
That's the first one that's the first one that I don't know, have not totally agreed with.
Okay. Smoking makes me nervous. Tobacco does.
Makes you nervous?
Just nerves go up.
Well, yeah, it's a stimulant.
Yeah, so if you have an anxiety disorder and you smoke, try not smoking.
Yeah, same
Might
with
help.
coffee or
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, they tell you that.
for sure.
Oh, I got one. If you walk into a psych ward and you're having a true mental breakdown, like a true, I don't know, I don't want to classify wrong. You want to know one of the first things they give you?
What?
Fucking banana
Potassium?
deficiency.
Really?
A lot of time people when they have mental snaps, like psychotic snaps, they just fucking they need a potassium shot.
What the
Weird. Just I know that from firsthand experience.
Wow.
I wasn't the mental one, but I've heard of it.
Okay.
Random. Floating can be boring, but it's powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's something that we don't talk about very much, being like we're trying to make floating big.
Yeah, we're selling float tanks, and you fall for the hype. Like
Like you're going to go in and you're just going to
and we all, or most of us have fallen for it. But it's like falling for the hype of the gym. But then the reality is, it's work. You're gonna go work.
Yeah, you're running on a treadmill.
Yeah, but the payoff is big, but it's not easy, and it can be boring. But the floating, like,
And it's not consistent.
yeah. So, anyways, the floating is not always a psychedelic wonderland.
Yeah, that's insightful.
Okay, this is a good one. Pay to play courses. So this is like another belief I have is you should network as much as you can afford. Like, so first go to your library meeting, your free social meetup with other people who suck at business. And then when
Just surround yourself by other shitty businessmen.
because that's all you can afford.
Fuck.
Then when that $100 fucking Adobe fucking special marketing summit comes up, go to that.
You can go to the Genius Bar at Apple.
Yeah, and then go to the Genius Bar. And then when the fucking $1,000 ticket pops up and your company's doing okay, go to that because you're going to be around $1,000 players. And then when you're killing it, go to the $10,000 fucking weekend.
Yeah.
And you're with $10,000 killing it people. Anyway.
Because what happens when you go to the big shot meetings and you're not a big shot? You're going to get weeded out,
Yeah.
right? I mean, obviously I'm still at the library, but...
No,
But I imagine because you go to some of those high-end ones, I imagine if you didn't have the experience or the knowledge to back it up, they would just sort of dismiss you.
Yeah, by the time you have the money to go to the big ones, you better be doing good. Because
Yeah.
if you're using the last money on a credit card to go to a $10,000 summit, you are high risk.
You're not bringing anything to the table anyway.
Yeah, but if $10,000 is no big deal to open your network up, you'll open up to some badass people.
Right.
Because they're like putting up the dough. So anyway,
That's smart.
pay to play networking, it works. Positive. This is weird.
Fucking read it.
Positive goal fear is best beacon. Positive
Hey, I
goal
gotta
fear.
just...
Oh, positive goal fear. If you have a goal to public speak, that's a good beacon. Let's just skip that one.
Hey, man, for sure make complete notes, okay?
Okay.
All right.
Don't trust your brain. Make systems and sheets. That's a good
Yeah,
one.
what did you call their brain on the hike note? On the hike blog? Don't trust your
Is it-
idiotic brain or something.
Yeah, your weak self. Your
Your weak brain.
pussy ass
Your
self.
little mini brain.
Oh, God, I'm so glad that's recording. I didn't know if I... Don't trust your fucking weak brain.
Got it.
All right.
Leave it to the tick.
Bad luck or bad blame. What really caused a repeat problem? 2 times it was likely you.
There's so much truth in that.
Yeah? I don't even fully understand it.
Think about all the people that are like, I can't catch a break.
Fuck.
Woe is me.
Yep.
Why does everything that's ever bad happen to those people?
Because they're the ones broken up about it.
Yeah.
When like a lot of us get it and we go, that was good for me.
And we learn and we move on.
I need that.
Yes.
I fucking obviously needed that one.
I agree with that one.
Fuck yeah. Little things count. They have to be said. Irritation is a crucial moment.
I get that. You don't want to Krakatoa.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're very insightful, man.
I am like, in August of 17, I was halfway insightful. I'm reading.
I know.
So here we go. When you live your life pleasing, you feel intense anxiety in social situations because how it goes is not up to you, it's up to them. To reduce anxiety, quit pleasing in all areas of your life and please yourself.
Yeah.
True.
No more Mr. Nice Guy.
Yeah. Don't trust your hungry self. Ever. That's obvious. Don't go to the store hungry.
Yeah.
That's a pretty easy one. Palms of food. That's stupid.
What?
So, Johnson, it's actually good. The size of your palm. Cut off your fingers. That chunk of meat that your palm is.
Protein.
Yeah, they say go 2 palms worth of veggies.
Yeah, two
palms worth of carbs.
No. 2 palms worth of carbs?
I think.
2 palms for veggies.
No, it is 2 palms of carbs. Because, like, if they said if you have a burger, take off a bun and have a small fry. And then you had your 2 palms. You had your bun and your fries.
Yes.
Have your 1 palm of protein.
Yeah.
So think of 5 palms. It's not your hand or not like
2, 4, and then the 5th.
It's the actual meat
this
chunk.
part.
Yeah.
Just the meat chunk.
So it's 2 veggies.
Most people know what a palm is.
2 veggies, 2 carbs, and a meat chunk or a protein chunk.
Sick.
You're welcome.
Hey,
I paid a lot of money for that little lesson.
I'm more fascinated with like where you were when you wrote that.
I went to Johnson & Johnson.
No, I mean like that tidbit on that piece of paper that we're looking at, where you're like, oh, I gotta write this down.
Look, everyone needs to know this.
I'm gonna talk about this by myself.
I'm gonna do a solo cast.
Like, where in your mind were you when you wrote that?
I don't know.
So good.
Hey, did you know the best time to plant a tree is 10 years ago? The second best time to plant a tree is today.
And I gotta issue my first hate ya. You're trying to be like clever and
Mason, do you have trees you need to plant?
I just killed one.
We do. Go listen to the plant episode.
Probably. I don't even know what that refers to. Like,
don't.
what's a plant in your like? What is?
Something big. So like, oh, I need to start working out.
Okay,
I
I
need to
see.
fucking start a podcast.
Goals
I need
or
to
whatever.
I need to email Scanways a picture of my dick.
Please don't send Scanways any dick pics, please.
don't. I'm worried we're gonna lose this episode to like a legal dispute.
Okay.
Here we go.
I like that one, knowing what a tree is.
Yeah. So the best time to plant a tree is always 10 years ago.
Sure.
All right. Don't feel like you get to be truly you. Start a habit so you can. My example is the podcast. Wow, connection. It will give you the fuel in social situations because, hey, it's already all been said. It builds up your discomfort tolerance. That's been true for me.
Yeah, we can definitely.
This podcast, I say stuff I shouldn't say. It's like, fuck it. They all know.
Do you feel the disconnect? Like, do you feel that it's really real that we put it out there?
Like real, like people are listening?
Yeah, like, do you ever feel that we just throw it out there and it doesn't go anywhere?
Someone's listening.
I feel but I mean, like, I feel that's how a lot of people justify or feel okay about everything, is they don't think about the listener. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They just feel like they record and then it goes on this computer and then it's just there.
It eases the process.
Yeah.
You don't have to actually say it to anyone because I don't think I could sit in a room of 100 people and dole this out.
No, I don't. That's what I'm saying. I don't think I could do that.
So it lets you do it, and then like you click and you just fucking.
And then you're like, oh, people are listening.
yeah.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Even though you kind of know.
Oh god. I do have to leave in 10 minutes.
Okay.
So a la carte.
Just Rapid fire.
All right, rapid fire.
Yeah.
Don't spend too much in the planning phase. Art of the climb. Now, we already talked about that. It takes energy to make energy. What the fuck? I'm referring to... All right. Fight your fears daily. Face fears daily. It's a quick way to personally grow.
Okay.
Wow, I'm just referencing blogs at this point. All of this. So maybe this a la carte isn't long.
It's good stuff.
Wow, but I think this is my prep.
Yeah.
Seek for feelings of enough. You can still get a lot, but it changes the focus. Feel like a win anytime you feel like you've gotten enough. Oh, that was big for me.
Say that again.
So, for many years, enough was never enough. There wasn't enough business, revenue, vehicle, home, Amazon purchases. Excuse me. And I've really started going like, when is enough enough? And for this, it's a breakthrough, and maybe it's because I'm first world. But my Silverado is like a breakthrough. Like, it's not a crazy expensive vehicle, and I love it, but it's enough. It's
enough.
a cool truck, and
Okay.
I made it cool. It's got 60-something thousand miles, 2008. It looks new.
Yeah.
It's cool. Enough's enough. And so
It's
I'm
enough.
trying to enough in my life.
Okay.
It's enough. But
That's almost impossible for like what the culture promotes.
Yeah.
You're going against the grain, you realize.
Commercials and everything will tell you it is not enough.
Yeah.
But it just comes with time.
That's a big breakthrough.
Yeah, but they're little steps, and I look at Amazon purchases now and I go like,
What was I doing?
Do you need this? Is enough? Will this make you any happier?
But so that's only half the battle, I think.
Yeah.
Is asking yourself that question. The other half is like being honest.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you can sit there and say, "Do I really need this?" But then you're going to justify and try and stretch it and try and make it fit.
Totally.
And I think you have to just be totally honest, and that's one of the hardest things to do.
It is, and spending can be very much a fix. Like,
A Band-Aid.
yeah, believing that you're going to be happier.
Yeah, you're always chasing the
when
high.
you own something.
Yeah.
And chasing's more fun than getting. And really, I've done a lot of getting at this point, and it's way more fun to chase.
Really?
That's why my baths start cold, bro.
I will never agree with you on any of that.
Okay. Secret sauce episode? You're
Secret
halfway
sauce.
down.
Let's go.
All right. Come back.
I think a lot of good has come out of this episode.
Yeah? I'm so glad you were here. What would I have done?
I would have been listening to it, editing it, and I would have been like,
Hey, Shane. The committee.
"Hey, man, I'm so sorry." You get another chance to come on though.
Yeah, season 3 is your season, bro.
No, I think a lot of good did come from this episode because people do want to know. I think people have gained an insight into how your brain works and sort of who you are and how you've gotten.
Is there any value in it? Because I feel
A
lost
lot.
in it.
There's a lot of value in that.
Okay.
Think about how much time that you were reading stuff that was 4 or 5 years old.
Yeah.
That sometimes people go their whole lives without coming to that conclusion.
Yeah, honestly, if a person had like one realization or one tidbit from it, it'd be like worth it. Because like
Perfect.
This takes a lot of fucking pain.
There's a lot of pain
The
and a
hard
lot
way.
of struggle and a lot of like looking at yourself. And I think people have gained an insight into who you are.
Cool, man. I hope it was fucking halfway useful, and I hope Scanways doesn't sue us.
You know what? Fucking sue us. We don't have anything for you to take anyway.
Yeah, take everything. All the empty
Please
bottles.
take it, please.
What if they take our gear? We'll hide it.
We'll hide it.
We don't have gear. We record on our phones. Hey,
Yeah.
I know how I want to fucking close this out.
Okay.
What's up with your solo cast?
What the fuck, dude? You
Not-
put me on the spot.
Just like you said, you're gonna hop on the mic for ShaneTrain.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know. I'm coming up with some stuff.
Are you gonna really go solo?
Yeah.
You're brave, bro. Are you
I'm
gonna
going
go?
to.
Are you gonna go video solo?
I'll do video solo.
Whoa, that'll
Give me the time I need to come up with the content. It'll be good.
Cool.
I have some different things in mind,
Cool, man.
but I'm definitely not going to say them on this podcast.
Yeah, don't. I would not. Don't. Scanwiz will be all over you.
Yeah, the ScanWiz podcast.
Let's tease a little. We're setting up a video studio in the disco room. So here at Zen Studios, brought to you unofficially by Scanwiz. We have a room called the disco room that's fucking pointless.
Yeah.
It's a room that takes stairs to get to. It has shitty carpet. It's full of salt bags.
It's as big as half
It's
our
huge.
building.
And it's
And
it's
just
barely useful.
Not even.
No, because you'd be walking up and down stairs with a box in your hands to
Yeah.
even use the space.
Yeah.
So we're going to set up a video studio for the ShaneTrain.
And I mean, we're gonna take up a corner of the room. It's not like we're taking
A
up
small corner.
It's
It's
just like we're
huge.
taking an eighth of the room.
Yeah.
So
We're going to get videos and some Integra Core Masterpiece, whatever that device is, that Chickaderas.
yeah,
And then we're going to fucking punch in and out and have memes. And
you're gonna be able to see our faces.
you can even view what Mason's fucking fact-finding in pictures and stuff, pictures.
Oh God. Hopefully we don't do that again.
That'd be cool.
I think it's a big step for the ShaneTrain.
Yeah.
And it's a big accomplishment.
That'd be cool. And we're going to go live, and then we're going to post within days.
Yeah.
We're going to get a new system.
I just appreciate all 5 of our listeners getting us to this point.
Yeah, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Grandma. Thanks, Sister. Thanks, Sean, sometimes. Shout out.
Do you think he ever listens?
He must, right? He's a star.
I don't know.
I
I honestly don't know. Did Michael Jordan watch his games?
Michael Jordan
I don't know.
watches games. Because that's the exact
Yeah,
comparison.
it's the same thing.
It is. I'm not sure if Michael Jordan watches games or if Sean listens to his episodes.
I don't know.
Sean, if you're listening, please build me an air charger for my wallet that holds my credit cards and
It's got to be RFID
yeah, and
unlocked.
I need multiple layers of plywood.
And it needs to be able to fold out into like a barbecue cleaner.
Oh yeah, and you need to be able to sit on it and drive it, and it has to have cold beers in it. And it needs to have like a thing where you like unclick a beer, like the
Oh, I like that.
yeah. So Sean, if you're listening, we need that for the ShaneTrain.
Yeah. And make sure to CNC like a cool trippy image on it. Like
Yeah.
a design.
Yeah,
I like that.
yeah. Put like the topography of Park City on it. So great.
If he didn't hate us before, he definitely hates us now.
We'll see if he listens. He'll bring it up.
What a good episode.
Yeah, I think. I don't know.
You have a lot of wisdom in that peanut of yours.
Maybe. I don't know. Something was probably useful.
Hopefully, if one person walked away with something different, then
My grandma will bathe differently forever. Whoa.
fuck,
Weird.
dude.
Oh, why'd I say that?
Grandma, take cold baths. Warm it up slowly.
Yeah. All right.
Let's get outta here.
Awful. All right.
Wait, you got to end it the right way. You
Okay.
can't just end by saying that's awful. I have nothing to work with.
All right. So we're gonna end it by saying, "Hey, all you fucking degree-weighting pieces of shit." So aggressive.
So use your shitty.
Use your weak mind and start hiking. No, but get on the road and do something. It'll be good for you.
Cool. Bye.
They call me a listener, they say that I should start to explore everything. Oh, I may be a listener and maybe I should. There's joy in the message I bring. ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain. I am free and at ease, I record what I please. ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain, ShaneTrain.